And we are live. We're live, but
Hello.
I forgot to unmute you all.
Oh.
This is awkward.
Probably for the best.
Oh, I totally forgot you could do that with freaking Hero Forge. You can specify how many horns the person has.
Yep.
So I just bought her today.
92 horns.
I don't think you can go that many horns.
I shall call him Hornswoggle.
The only problem is you can't resize it. So you can make it bigger, but you can't make it smaller. And I'm like, oh, the horns aren't really that big.
What cute little deer.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Cute little deer antlers.
So how are you all?
I'm exhausted from today. Today sucked for work.
Horny things.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
My arm no longer hurts from being stabbed with a 5D upgrade.
I also have the on-call phone, so if my day was anything like today, there's a chance I may get a call. So just a heads up in case I accidentally have to like bounce.
It returns.
The phone returns.
With a vengeance.
Having a lot this summer because everyone's gone, so I'm like, not big times.
Yep, I'm gonna be exhausted because I'm probably not gonna sleep much tonight.
Because you're gonna play New World.
Yep, because New World's beta just launched today, so after this, I'm gonna be jumping on and playing it a little bit.
How much is that?
It's a buy to pay game. From what I understand, there's no sub fee or anything like that, so it's $40.
Okay.
And
yeah, once it's one of the appeals. It's sort of one of those you buy it and then it's not like you're going, oh god, I haven't played it all this week. My sub fee, and you're whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty much going off the Guild Wars 2 model. And I have a I have a feeling that because it's going off the Guild Wars 2 model, once it fully launches, there'll be a cash shop and everything like that.
Oh, they've already said that that's going to be a thing. It's going to be a cosmetic shop.
Yeah.
Monetization.
Also, like Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But Final Fantasy has a monthly fee.
But Final Fantasy has a monthly fee, yeah.
That's true.
But yeah, so I'll be playing that a lot. But yeah. So last week was the final episode of your little beach vacation.
It's not like we're not gonna have another beach vacation in the game.
Oh, we're not. The world's going to end before that happens.
Yeah.
Well, if the world's gonna end, then I want to be on a beach when it happens.
That's fair.
With
Laying on the beach, watching the world end. Going,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think that'd be the last place you want to be with the world ending is a beach or anywhere near water.
That's cool.
I don't mind the water.
Yeah.
I've almost drowned several times. It's fine.
It just means like, you know, like it just means like the soft, comfortable, you know, hug of the darkness takes you before everyone else does.
I'm sorry,
No.
drowning
See,
is not soft nor comfortable. Thank you.
You're not going to drown. The force of the tidal wave will kill you from impact alone.
Yeah.
You're not.
It'll be
gonna
fine.
There you go.
Yeah, you're fine.
Look.
It's fine.
Let's just put it this way.
You'll-
I don't want to.
You'll feel a pinch.
I don't
That's
want to
about it.
die in any
I don't like you when
way,
you pinch
shape, or
me.
form in water. I don't care if I feel the water or not. I don't want my body in water. I'd much rather
Fair.
fall into a volcano.
I mean, you
there'll
know,
be,
you
there'll
can-
be
I
a few
mean-
of those that you can have the option of.
Yeah, Yosemite will just explode and just annihilate everyone.
Oh,
so.
dude, I'm waiting for it. It'll be fucking glorious.
Oh god.
Fuck you! I like to live a little longer. Thanks.
I'm in Oregon. I mean, I'm not at ground zero, but I'm close enough.
What's it gonna do? Light the forests on fire?
Oh god, yeah, PG&E did that shit already.
No,
Yeah,
it's just
that's happening right outside right
it's
now.
Yeah, I
just
know,
it's
but
just
the
the,
fire, the southern fire we have in Oregon, I was reading the paper today, and apparently it looks like it was faulty PG&E equipment. That caused that
Shocking.
fire.
Oh, geez.
shocking.
Yeah.
I would like to state, Fox, that we're getting your smoke out here.
Yeah, you are.
Like,
yeah,
I woke
it's
up the other
reached-
day and it was just an orange haze, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
hell, come on.
It's reached Ontario right now,
Yeah.
and the province officially declared a state of emergency earlier today, and the
Just
fire
today?
Yeah, the fire that is about 11 kilometers north of me is officially a lost cause. They can't put it out. They're just trying to keep it away from the towns. And it's so hot right now that it is exploding the trees.
Jesus.
Because what's happening
Jeez.
is the heat is essentially sealing the outside of the tree and boiling the water and sap within, so they explode
Oh
and throw
God.
flaming shrapnel everywhere. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever seen sap on fire before, but it's basically like rubber cement,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
on fire.
It's like, congratulations, it's nature's napalm.
So fireball.
That is like
Welcome
some
to
active
British
dog
Columbia.
shit right there, man.
Yeah.
I knew saguaro cactuses blow up when they're struck by lightning. Like they actually explode, not just fall apart.
Nope.
Well, yeah, like all the water inside
and-
of them like instantly boils and like
these
And I
look
know
like
pine
somebody's.
cones can explode, but I didn't expect trees to.
Nope.
So-
It kind of looks like a Michael Bay movie
Yep.
came out of a tree every time.
Complete with lens flare. For some reason, there's lens flare with it.
just lens flare.
Michael Bay, blah, blah, blah.
You're like, I'm not even
So,
wearing
a-
glasses. What's going on?
Aside from trees doing base explosions everywhere, yeah, so you all gathered on the ship after a nice brisk vacation down in Tortuga. It was slowly was brought to an end when Mac, one of Rose's demonic friends, kind of came through a portal from the hells onto the island and was subdued by Rex and a couple of his companions. And he delivered the information that he was in trouble because he done fucked up. And the souls that were in the throne from Malorsic had been stolen by a very sore loser in a bidding war. Said sore loser being the Collector.
Yeah, but Mac didn't fuck up. That's just the Collector being a dick.
It's Mac not securing the cargo though. Let's be fair.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, you know, I'm not gonna rub salt into the wound. I need him.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna start a bidding war between creatures of that level, who might get pissed off for not actually, winning the bidding war, you got to be able to secure it against them.
I mean, I would take it that he was a little overconfident in the fact that he lives in the city of Brass, and he figured no one's gonna invade the city of Brass just to fuck with him. And I'm like,
You were wrong.
You're wrong, sir.
So everyone loaded up their newfound winnings, their families, their weapons, their newfound friends, and began to set off towards the Mirage Desert, heading towards the known location of the entrance of the Collector's Vault, now that Rose is in possession of the key to the front door.
That only Rose knows that she has the key for.
I think she shared it.
She shared it. That's right. She shared it. But no, we knew where it was. We just never bothered going there because Zale knew where it was. I'm pretty sure Zale is pissed now.
No. Zale knew of the location, but she had no means of getting in the front door.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We knew where it was. It's just like, yeah, how we're gonna get in.
So
and now she's uber pregnant.
As we pick up today, everyone is on the Sister Carnage, and Savara has just activated the ring drive on the ship, taking off into the air, and informing you all that it will take about 2.5 days for you to arrive at your destination. So this gives everyone time to discuss plans on how they're going to go about invading the vaults, make preparations, because this isn't going to be just a social
walk in the
visit.
park.
Yeah, this isn't going to just be walk in, say hi, and ask for something and then leave.
I mean, it could be.
Well, it could be.
You never know.
I
So
mean-
it was evening when we all boarded the ship, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Holocaust can actually be very persuasive. So says his stats.
Yes, because we know stats have never failed. I've got a plus 19. I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd still be a dirty 20.
Been there, done
Still a
that.
failure.
Still a failure.
It's just spectacular.
It's a spectacular failure. Hurrah! Ugh.
So as the ship begins its begins to take off through the sky, kind of slipping in between the planes to speed up its process, all of you are pretty much given freedom to do what you need to do for this adventure. If there is any sort of preparation you need to make, any sort of meetings you need to hold or anything, now is the time.
Well, the first thing that Kyo's doing when she boards the ship is scurrying off to her room. When she gets there, she is... I had her prepare this, right? Yes, okay. She's going to use Regenerate on herself to grow back those teeth that she pulled out to create that Hydra.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
You didn't
Well,
restore
don't need
those
their
on
teeth, right?
vacation?
He was busy
We-
with other stuff on vacation.
We were only on the island for one night, and this is still that second day.
Yeah.
So I prepared Regenerate for that second day, and now she's using it. And then she is going to, assuming Jazzy delivered that silk that she asked for.
The silk is in there, yes.
She's going to use some of that silk and those crochet needles to make a Hydra plush.
Okay.
I'm afraid to ask what you're gonna do with this.
Actually, yeah, you don't have to roll anything because it's a minor item and you're using the crochet needle, so it takes you probably about 10 minutes to complete the process with the needles in order to create the Hydra plush.
And when it's all done, she's going to set it down on top of the pile of blankets that she calls a bed. And then she's going to attempt. So she has a bunch of just like ordinary stones in her inventory because she doesn't understand what value is. Oh, it's a rock, it's valuable. So she's gonna take one of those stones and she's going to start attempting to imbue a spell into it. And it is just the daylight spell. So it's basically she's trying to make it so that this stone will be a source of light. And she'll use that spell over and over and over, trying to put its power into the rock, because she wants to use it as a source of light for the plants that she's going to be growing in those pots that are in her room. Now, this, I assume, is something that's going to take time to actually accomplish.
It's going to take time, and it's going to take components and everything like that. So first off, give me an Arcana roll to see if Kyo has the know-how to do this.
Ooh, I think she might. That is a 23.
And Daylight's a what level spell?
Daylight is a 3rd level spell.
A 3rd level spell, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you would know that you can imbue these. You can imbue a item with this spell, but it's gonna take some time. It's gonna be about 75 gold per stone.
Okay.
And you're looking at about a day and a half to imbue a stone with the spell itself.
Okay. So she's going to spend time working on that for the remainder of the night, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Okay. Callistra, you doing anything for the remainder of the night?
No, I've taught the kitchen how to make proper food now.
Yep. You now have resort level chefs at your disposal on the ship.
We've achieved Michelin 1-star status.
Yeah, 1 star.
Well, I mean, it's a reproduction, so I mean, I'm being, you know.
Oh no, I rolled for how well the ship learned from it.
Oh, okay.
It's got it down to perfection. So you no longer have to like worry that your food's gonna be cruel or whatever.
Nice.
Hey. It had all the nutrients we needed.
This is true.
No, I don't think there's anything else Callistra needs to do at this point.
Okay. So she just hunkering down for the night?
Yeah. Possibly sitting in the galley, snacking a little bit.
Okay. Taste
Trying to
testing.
pretend-
Taste testing.
Making sure the kitchen knows what it's doing now.
Yeah. Supervising them like a sous chef or something. Okay. Tashara.
If I remember, I had a kitty that was pinning me down, so I couldn't move.
Oh
because I
yeah.
was in room with Rose.
Yep. You and Rose went to her room, and there's a certain displacer beast cat that is now pretty much in your lap, asleep.
Yep, can't move.
Can't move against the law.
Yep.
Okay. Tickles.
So we know where we're heading, correct?
Yes, you know where you're heading. The ship has
Okay.
already began to head in that direction. It's the same night that you guys got back onto the ship.
She's pretty much going to ask her husband about information on the beholder. See maybe if he's had any dealings with him or just any information at all.
You're talking about the collector.
Yes.
I've had some dealings here and there with him, but I've never seen him as a beholder. That's new.
What have you seen him as?
Every time I've had my dealings with him, it may have been through a proxy, now that I think about it. It was just an older gentleman named Gerald. Dressed like a butler.
I'm trying to think of have we seen a Gerald before?
Nope.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of that old butler from season 1. That's probably why. She's gonna be like, okay. So he's probably either mortal. He is a weird lich.
My guess is he doesn't leave his establishment, and when he has to do dealings outside of his vault, he sends this Gerald individual.
All right.
Just as a brief refresher, Groudon, you know that we actually did deal with one of his proxies at one point.
Did we?
Yes.
Okay.
Ruby was her name, also known as Jasmine. She was a hag.
Mhm.
Okay.
that we dealt with for a while and then eventually killed because that's just what we do.
Okay.
And then you
Okay.
stole her books too.
Yes.
The girl said hello.
Did I? I think I did.
Probably
It
did.
was actually Ash and Zale that had said hello on a ship.
Oh
and
yeah.
then the ship sank after.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Okay. So
Well, yeah, the ship sank after Rose shot it with like the blunderbuss cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was
That was when you were on.
her very first time using it,
Yep.
and she fell in love because I rolled a 20. with
That
it.
was when you guys were on the brass ship.
never gonna see that chest again. Anyway, okay. So now that I remembered, just because of how she is, she's gonna ask him, "Is there anything you want that he has?"
I don't know what he has. I haven't really been able to peek inside of the vault. So if all I can go off of is rumors, and if the rumors are true, he has a vast and wonderful collection of things that aren't even of this world. Plants, animals, weapons, crafts.
Well, I'm hoping he won't be missing any of them.
He might. He keeps a very intricate list of what he has in his possession. And if
Then I'll steal the list.
And if I were a betting rat like I am, I would say he has more than just old Gerald at his service.
Oh, I'm sure he's probably got like, I don't know, maybe his own Steve. I don't know.
He probably has things that put Steve to shame.
Then I get a better Steve.
You will not win against him in a collection contest.
No, I don't need a collection contest. I
won't
just
look-
need something bigger to kick his ass with. That's how it works.
I can guarantee whatever you have, he has something bigger. And probably in multiples.
I'm going to put that theory to the test when we get there.
Just don't do anything that's going to make you regret stepping into there.
Let's see here. I did that. I did this. Regretted that multiple times. Did that. Then there was that weird raccoon thing. Speaking of which, I got to find what's his face.
Yes, what's his face?
I got to find Caldross.
Okay.
I got to remove something from me.
Funny you think that's going to work.
Funny you think I'm going to try. I'll make it work.
Okay, you can go bug Caldross if you want.
Okay. Swear to God, this is a permanent curse.
Not prepared today.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I always have it prepared. With this group, I always
You
have
always
it prepared.
have it prepared.
Revive and remove curse. Always prepared with this group.
Yeah, pretty safe bet.
So if you're going to go find Caldross, go find Caldross.
Well, I'm going to. I just didn't know. She does that, okay? I'm letting you know. She does that. Okay, I find Caldross. Hey,
What?
I need you to remove a curse from me.
Why am I not surprised?
Don't ask, okay? I turn into weird animals. I turned into a raccoon. It was weird and cute. I had a fluffy tail. The only time I'll ever touch a fluffy tail.
I'm gonna give him the old. Could have had a V8.
Okay. Tickles.
Oh, God. Yeah.
You feel one last surge go through your body.
Oh no.
as you get slapped in the forehead.
Okay.
Can you roll me a straight d20?
Fuck. I'm gonna pull a fucking Geralt of Rivia here. You know, it'd be great if I moved this shit around. All right. Don't fail me now. 12.
You're fine. As
Oh.
you kind of just feel a bit of static tingle go through your body. But the curse is removed.
Yay!
If you rolled a 1, something bad would have happened.
Oh no, what would have happened?
No.
You would have
I'm
been
a-
permanently changed into something.
Fuck.
And the curse would have been removed.
Like, you removed the curse, but you triggered my trap card.
Oh god.
Jesus.
And it was only on a 1. 2 to 20, just the curse is removed.
Oh, thank God. Because I was like worried because I was like, okay, this is halfway good. I'm like, I don't want to bother Zoro drawing shit.
All it
Oh,
would
she
be-
wasn't going to draw
She
it would
wasn't
anything
gonna
for you.
draw shit, dude. Like,
All
you
you
would
would-
randomly,
all you
randomly
would-
change
yeah.
into
I know.
All you would do is you would just make Tickles a silhouette and put a question mark on it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a who's that Pokemon moment
Yep.
where it's just outline of Tickles, maybe a shimmer around it, and then a question mark right down the body.
Who's that Tickles? All
It's
right.
Pikachu.
It's Squirtle. Fuck. Anyway. All right. For the remainder of the night, she's going to go fuck her husband.
All right.
Oh Jesus.
Rose, are you just pretty much sleeping?
Crap. No, I'm not sleeping.
'Cause I remember that's what you said she was going to slip in the bed
Yeah,
after all the
well,
shenanigans.
she's in bed, and she's hoping that Tarshara was gonna join her in bed, but she's busy playing with Luna, so she's like, okay, fine.
Luna's on her lap. It is against some sort of international law that you cannot disturb a cat if it's sleeping on you.
Yeah,
That's the rule.
That's the rule. So considering now that Rose, and I'm sorry I didn't spring this on you beforehand, but I've been mulling this over, and I'm not sure like if there's a thing for this or not. It could just be a dead end. But now that she knows her lineage, she's just gonna sit in the bed, and she's gonna see if she can tap into something that is not part of her normal, hand of things that she normally can do. I mean, she knows that sometimes when she would get angry, or if she was particularly stressed, shadowy shit would happen. But now she's more like, was it because I was a weapon, or is it because, holy shit, like my parents are 2/5 of the ruling body of the fucking like fake court. So she's like, is there some shit I can do that no one's told me I can do? Because apparently for the last 100 some odd fucking years, her entire lineage has been kept this deep dark secret from her, and she's a little weirded out by it. Like, legitimately, she's like, fuck me, what the hell? So she's gonna try and see if she can just, I don't know, just dip into, not leave into the shadow realm, but see if she can, now that the gates have all been opened, can she manifest some sort of a power or something? Can she tap into it? Can she feel the energy? She doesn't even know what she's doing. She's just like, hey, shadow realm, apparently I'm up in your shit. What can I
Obey
do?
me. I'm the princess.
Yeah, it went from being a mob princess to being a literal fucking princess. She's a little trippy right now.
literally the story of Princess Diaries 4.
So tell us how you really feel.
So you lay there, and to Shara, it looks kind of weird because every now and then you kind of like outstretch one hand and you try another hand and you kind of just like move it around, like trying to like get a grasp on something, and you can feel that you could swear there's something there. It's just without just outside of your reach.
That is what she's gonna do until she goes to sleep.
Okay.
She is determined to figure out, like, you know how to use this thing, because Sally, who's her half sister, like, has damn near mastery of it, but again, she knew from get-go.
Yeah, she knew from get-go, and her mom's been training her since then.
Yeah, so she's just like, I'm like, I'm a couple decades behind the 8 ball on this nonsense.
Okay. What is Ash doing for the remainder of the first night?
Since it's only the first night, she is just kind of hanging out with her kids. She presents them with some new toys and clothes and stuff that she bought earlier that day. She probably helps Turok fill his beer headpiece thing with the silly straws. Trying to think what else. What did I get? I don't even remember what I got. She is going to seek out either Tarshara or Kyo for assistance with her two new objects that she got as her prize. She had it delivered and she didn't see what it was yet. So
You haven't opened the boxes yet.
I haven't, so I'm taking the boxes with me to find Kyo to get some help just in case. So yeah.
Okay. So are you gonna find Kyo or are you gonna find Tashara?
I'm gonna find Kyo first.
Okay.
Kyo,
What?
are you busy at the moment?
Not really.
I get your help real quick.
Okay. We're in our room.
Is that a bad thing?
No. That's where we are if you need help.
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah. So she'll put the box down on one of the tables and be like, so I went to Bimmy's and bought enough apparently to do this gem catch game.
Yes, we did that as well.
Oh, you did? How many
Yes.
did you get?
4.
Oh, nice. I got 2. Wait, did I get 2 or 3?
2.
2. Okay, I got 2.
We got an assault cube.
Oh, that could be cool. For
Yes, it
an
needs a
enemy.
volcano.
Oh. Like to activate or to shoot lava out of?
To activate, but it's okay. We can make one.
I believe that. Okay. Yeah. So I got these items and I don't know what they are yet, but wanted your help please to identify them.
We can assist with that, sort of. Open the boxes, see what they are.
Okay. She very nervously removes the lid.
Okay. Can you roll me percentiles here?
Oh god. Okay.
Oh god, that's always what you want to hear when you ask people to roll dice.
16, And 65.
16 and 65. All right, so for the first box, you open it up, and inside is this small cat. Looks to be an orange tabby. Small statue. Sitting just like a normal cat does, just little proudly little grass springing around it. It's got like a plaster base on it. Kind of looks like something you would get out of like a really cheapy pawn shop.
Okay. Okay, what does this do? Can you find out for me, please?
We can try.
Okay.
So Keo will take it, and I mean, she doesn't actually have identify, but people keep going to her to identify their items.
Like
so
anybody can do this, and it's like, Keo, can you wait for an hour?
Yeah, so she's gonna start studying.
Ash doesn't know this, and no one's corrected her.
And Keo's just like, okay, they want help. I can help. So
and you see Keo sit down and begin to examine it.
I'll sit there patiently, but I'll open up the other thing and see what's inside there.
And inside there is a miniature loom.
Oh no. I'm
Like-
getting all the crafty stuff.
And like I say miniature, it's like it's a tabletop loom.
Okay.
I thought it'd be like the world's smallest
then
violin.
Next to it is a small plush gnome.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. Does it look like the gnome would fit the size of the loom?
If it looks like it would fit the seat in front of the loom, yeah.
Okay. All right, I got a doll set. Okay. And because Ash has never been corrected, she's just gonna sit there and wait patiently.
Okay. So, Keo, you go through this for about an hour, and it's just a decoration. It's just a decorative cat.
Okay, so after an hour of studying the arcane properties of this, she'll slide it across the ground over to Ash. This one is just a statue.
That's it?
It's a very nice statue.
I mean, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed, but maybe that's a good thing. I'm not sure. But thank you.
That is okay. We have something that may excite you, but let us identify that other thing first.
Okay.
So
So pass
she'll
the other one
take
over.
another hour to.
So this loom is actually magical. The way that you go about operating it is you whisper into the gnome's ear of whatever it is you want it to make, and then it uses its loom to make for you.
Can I get parka for days?
Think of
Parker's
all
for
the
everything.
silk bed sheets it can make.
True, but it's not Velok's finest.
That's why you supply it with Felok silk.
You know, when I think of a
That's
loom, I
true.
actually thought it was a lute.
No.
Oh no, it's that big long thing with all the strings. And...
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Because I was like, okay, this is not what I imagined. I was like, making things, music makes things.
And think Wanted, the assassin movie.
Yes.
That giant thing with all the thread and the thing running back and forth. What's his face had to grab out of it because he was told to, or get a bullet in his head.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a loom.
Okay.
I mean, it's a
really
giant
big
industrial
loom.
size room.
Yeah,
Imagine
I just
that
sent it to you,
on
Groudon.
the table.
No, Keel will slide that one back over to Ash.
Yeah, that's exactly
This-
what I thought. Okay.
This
Yep.
appears to be similar to these crochet needles that I have, but my
Oh.
needles can only make mundane items.
And same
We are
thing
not
with this.
sure what
This will make clothing and bedding and stuff like that.
Anything that is
Oh,
cloth related, it seems.
oh, okay. I mean, that's kind of cool. I was just curious, so I hope this doesn't take too much out of you, like having you do all this stuff. I feel really bad.
It does not expend any of our magic.
Okay, good. I didn't want you to feel like I was constantly bothering you or anything like that, so I just wanted to make sure.
We are here to help.
And I appreciate it.
And we have something that we wish to show you. We have not seen it yet, so
Oh,
it will be
Okay.
interesting. And she
Okay.
gets up and grabs Ash's hand and leads her to wherever one might find the Bimington X32 multi-purpose land traversal system.
the frick.
So, the Bimington X32 multi-purpose land traversal system is up on the top deck. And when you get there,
I swear to God.
it's this strange, ugly looking contraption, but it looks like it's taken the like the body of an airplane, put a couple iron legs on it to like allow it to stand on the deck, and it looks like it's got like a not a pulley but like a chain system like you would see on a bicycle that
Okay.
runs up along the side of it, and there's a large propeller on the top. And when you look inside the body itself, there are 4 seats,
Oh,
and the pilot seat has a a little rotating gyro for the hands and one for the feet.
oh goodness.
What in the hells is this?
You're asking me? I have no idea.
This was one of the things that we won.
This
You see that you see that there's a small handwritten manual sitting on like the pilot seat.
Let's try reading this. I'll pick it up and start reading it.
All right, give me an intelligence roll to see if you can translate Bimmy.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh no.
What if I do comprehend languages? Would that work?
I mean, if you want to waste a spell, sure.
Oh, how often do I use spells? Yes, I'll
Yeah,
do.
I mean,
the
we're
spells
about to
often.
sleep anyway, right?
This
Yeah.
is true.
I'll do if I okay. You know what? I'll do the intelligence check just to see if I comprehend it. And if I'm like, what the fuck is this? Then I'll
Okay.
use comprehend languages. I would like to comprehend languages.
What'd you
please.
roll?
I rolled a 2.
You rolled a
4.
2. Okay, can I get an intelligence saving throw?
Oh no!
Whoa.
I was gonna say I was reading over her shoulder, but I don't want to say that anymore.
Oh, it's a nat 20 for 22.
Okay, so you don't lose any intelligence,
Oh my god!
but your head hurts trying to make sense of what the hell this thing is supposed to say.
Bimmy confuses me. Oh, what are
Like
you talking about?
if any of you have seen Always Sunny, Charlie Day's like his writing, how it just doesn't make any sense and it's completely misspelled and illiterate and everything, that's like trying to read Bimmy's writing.
Oh god, I'm gonna try this. This hurts my brain. Cast comprehend languages.
Okay. And after you cast comprehend language, you can make sense of it.
Oh thank god. Okay.
And it's just a very simple step-by-step process on how to get this thing running and off the ground. and the machine itself runs off perpetual motion. As long as you've got somebody in the seat to give enough power into the machine to fly, it will stay. It will stay ascended in the sky.
Wait, is this that machine that Tickles was in?
No,
Okay, thank God.
pretty much what this is a gyrocopter,
Yeah.
Okay.
but it could seat 4 people.
This is interesting.
And
Okay.
with the pedals and everything, combined with a couple pulleys and everything, you're able to traverse in 3 dimension.
Huh.
So, does it actually work, or did he just give us garbage and call it a prize?
Okay, so it looks like we could fly by activating this contraption. It would take a lot of endurance, I'm sure. But we sit here, we hold on, and we move our legs for it to propel and move us up. And then we can use this little lever here to kind of guide it.
Do we have to?
It doesn't run on anything else, so yeah. Do you want to try it? I'll do it with
No.
you. Is it a 2-seater or 1-seater?
4-seater.
Oh, 4-seater. Okay.
You read the papers. You control it. We will be a passenger.
Oh, I'm okay with that. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and have a seat, and I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Before Keo gets in, she's just gonna double check that she has her spellcasting focus and all of her components in case she needs to bail.
Okay.
That's fair. Okay.
So as you get
yeah.
into the cockpit, you hear Savara. It's probably best that you not try to fly at the moment, as we are traveling through the ethereal plane, and any separation from me may be deadly.
Huh. Okay, how about we wait until we pop out back in the appropriate plane, and then we'll try it.
Okay.
I'm
Perhaps
curious.
we can bring the others along as well.
Oh yeah, get more in here. Yeah. Do I see pedals for all 4
Nope.
stations?
It's only whoever's in the pilot seat has the pedals.
So I think me. I don't know who else has high strength. Are the only ones that could probably be able to do this. I think me and Callistra are the only ones that could probably do this. Okay. I will go ahead and just kind of put the manual back down and go back and do the thing I was saying before, where I just show off all the items that I got for today.
Okay. Kaldros,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
apparently removing curses from the party.
I mean, after removing curses from the party.
I mean, he doesn't really have much to do on the ship per se, so spending time with Vera.
Okay. Just spending time relaxing and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So, night passes. And as everybody wakes up in the morning, there is a soft ring at your doors.
Who
You're
is
muted.
it?
No, there's no answer.
Okay, let me put on my robe. Hold on. She gets up and she'll. Is there a peephole?
If you want there to
Ignore.
be one, yeah.
Yeah, she'll probably have one. Let's see who's on the other side.
It's Savara.
Oh. Okay. I'll open up the door. Good morning.
I'm sorry for disturbing you and coming down here in person, but I just wanted to let you know that we've had some good fortune, and due to my expert piloting, we'll be there within a day.
Oh.
All that I ask is nobody go up to the top deck.
Why?
It would be bad for your health.
Should we go to a different plane?
No, but
Aside from ethereal?
we're moving so fast that I cannot guarantee that the flesh will stay on your bodies.
Right. Instantly on the network. Just a heads up, no one go topside today. We are apparently traveling so fast that our flesh will leave our bones, so don't go topside today. Wait, is everything good up top? Like the tree and everything? Like, is that
Oh,
good?
That's fine. It's just flesh. Ouch.
Ah,
Gone.
okay.
Skeletons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flesh, ouch, gone.
Yeah. Okay, well, I let everyone else know, so their lives
It's
are
no
in their
problem
hands.
if you're a lich, but
Yeah, if you're already a skeleton, I mean, you're just gonna stand up there and it's gonna be no problem.
You're gonna be
There
like,
used to be
ah,
one.
the breeze through my ribs.
Traveling so fast is making xylophone noises.
You're your own
Like a
wind
friend-
instrument.
Like a wind chime in a tornado.
I imagine at some point through the night, Char ended up on Rose's bed after the cat finally moved.
Yeah, the cat, like at some point moved and got onto the bed as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so after she'll send the note, she'll be like, okay, well, thank you. I guess we'll just do everything down here for now. Does it feel like we're moving fast?
Not really.
Okay.
It's like you've noticed when you're on the ship that most of the motion doesn't really transfer to you. It's very shock absorbent.
I just figure that she travels at very constant motion, which you don't feel at all.
She just has like a ton of inertial dampeners somewhere on the ship.
This ship's just like one big massive gyroscope. Okay, cool. It's always keeping level and cool. Okay. Well, I let everyone else know, so thank you. We'll hang out.
And she kind of just like molds back into the floor.
That's weird. Okay. Yeah. Guess I will have breakfast in the kitchen today. She'll go back inside.
So now that Kyo is awake, she's gonna, after getting dressed and such, she's gonna go stand outside of Caldross's door waiting for him to get up.
And as like you walk out, you hear like as you walk out and you begin to walk down the hall, you hear a knock on your door. And as you
My
turn
door,
around,
or
no, Kyo.
okay.
And as you look, Kyo, Rex is standing there.
Hello.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Just wanted to see if you were up because I'm about to go get food.
Oh, yes. You can't hear things in our network. Don't go topside. Your flesh will fall off. We're going really fast.
Okay. You have a network.
Yes, we forget about it sometimes, and it startles us.
I
The
see.
voices in our head of our companions.
You talk to each other in each other's heads.
Yes.
Is that why sometimes I saw you just all get silent and stare at each other?
Yes.
I guess that makes sense. All right, so no going topside, right? That's fine by me. I wasn't planning on going topside.
It would be unwise. We will meet you down in the galley. We just have to speak to Caldros first.
Okay. Kind of just shuffles off over to the galley.
That was an awkward conversation.
And that's every conversation with Kyo. Have you met her?
No, I don't think so. I should absolutely meet her.
Just have a conversation with Keo.
You should meet Rex too and say hello. The tickles.
Sure, fight Rex.
Ash have against this guy.
Stranger danger.
He already
Sure.
gave me his name, so it doesn't matter.
Fight this guy that just like completely bodied a demon.
Why do you think I didn't tell him to go not to go topside?
Hey, he had help.
No, the one person we need not to tell go topside is, oh god, what's his name? The little weird guy.
Null?
He
Yeah.
doesn't have real flesh.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think he counts.
Yeah.
No,
I
to be
mean- I
honest,
mean-
he'd survive.
I mean, meta, no meta. Yeah, Noel will survive.
Yeah.
It's a null up there. It doesn't matter. He'll still go up there.
You can't kill a Q, so
Yeah. I mean, we can hold him. We can hold his body above the deck by his legs and watch the flesh peel from his body. But the second we bring him back down, he's like good as new again.
That's
Yeah.
unsatisfying.
He'll be like, "Well, that was fun."
I should shoot him in the balls. Oh, wait, never mind.
So
Noel
you-
is a nice guy. I don't know what everybody.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what anybody has a problem with Null. Jeez.
Me neither.
Extremely unhelpful.
Campaign 1 trauma.
Dude, there's so much campaign one
So,
drama.
I wasn't in campaign 1,
Cal-
was I?
Caldros, as you're in your room, you hear a small knock at your door.
No, she's not knocking. She's just standing there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I totally get what Kyo's trying to do here because it will work. Calros will open the door, his head will be down, watching, like looking at his feet like a lot of guys do, and he's gonna probably walk straight into her because she's probably almost nose on the door. So
Pretty much, yep.
it's Kyo for you.
Good morning.
Oh God. Hi Kyo.
Hello.
Can I
Do
help
you have a moment? We wish to speak.
We have a curse.
that's par for the course right now. Yeah, sure.
Wonderful. And she just like brushes past you into your room. Just to find somewhere to sit.
Fira's in there, and she's sitting at a small stool, like in front of a mirror, brushing her hair, and kind of just waves to you.
Oh, hello.
Hello, dear. How are you today?
Confused.
Oh, why?
There are many reasons.
Anything I can help you with?
Perhaps, but not at the moment. We need your mate's help at the moment.
Oh, well, Caldros is always happy to help his friends.
Right.
Caldos is like, I am.
What's wrong, Kyo? I mean, he is.
We have a question that has been on our mind since the fight against Vincent. We would
Okay.
also like to apologize for not being of much assistance in that fight.
Oh, I mean, you were trying something very strange, but I imagine had the fight lasted a little longer, it would have been very helpful.
That was the intent, yes.
I don't understand why you would feel the need to apologize for that, though.
Well, we were sent here by Master Yeth to assist you in your fight against Vincent. We feel like our assistance was lacking.
I mean, you've assisted us a lot. Maybe not in that particular moment, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
We are pleased to hear that you think so. You have shown us a great kindness in our time with the group. So we wanted to ask you what you would have us do after visiting this collector. The job we were given is done. We thought we would return to our home after the job was done, but now we don't think we want to yet.
Well, I mean, I can't. I don't want to speak for the rest of the group, but I think it'd be safe to say that you do have a place here if you want it. But your life is your own.
That is what we were getting at. May we stay with your group a little while longer?
I mean, I certainly don't have any issue with that. I think your presence has been very helpful, and though your mannerisms can be startling at times,
What do you mean?
like walking out my door, not expecting somebody else to be there.
Were we too close? We can try to stand a little further back next time.
Kyo, it's fine. Just one of the things that you have to get used to when dealing with other cultures.
Right. There are many confusing cultures in this group.
Yes, but I think I think the variety is a bit of pleasantness. Doesn't get stale.
We would agree. It has been an interesting experience. We are pleased that you have given us permission to stay.
Kyo, you didn't need to ask permission.
We felt we should. We did not fully understand the feelings of the group, so we wanted to be sure.
Well, I mean, again, I can't speak for the whole group, but I feel it's pretty safe to say that none of us have any issue with you here.
You are the leader, though, aren't you? The leader makes decisions.
I don't really think there is a leader.
We don't understand.
We kind of all make decisions together in one way, shape, or form.
Right. Is that why things are so chaotic all the time?
That probably has a little bit to do with it, yes.
We think we understand. We appreciate you making time for our questions. We will leave you and your mate to your morning then and go get some breakfast.
Oh, is everybody going for breakfast now?
Possibly. Is that not what everybody does in the morning?
I just meant, are they doing it at this moment?
Oh, we understand. You were not asking us if... Okay. Different cultures. Goodbye, Caldras. It just gets up and leaves.
Bye, Kyo. Yes, Kyo. What is democracy?
And Farrah as she leaves, Farrah kind of gives you a smile before she goes back to combing her hair.
She's very strange, but I think she's nice. I think she's nice. Pretty sure she's nice. She means well.
And she came to you thinking you were the leader.
I don't really want to unravel that right now.
It's fitting if you think about it.
My head hurts, and I'm going to blame it on a lack of nutrition for now.
Well, you then go get your nutrition so your brain does not dissolve. The world does not need another stupid king.
He'll very dragging his feet like leave the room. He'll pick up his bag of holding though.
Okay.
When he goes, if you're ready for that, Rojan.
Not yet. Like it's
Okay.
gonna take some time for me to think of stuff.
Okay. So maybe for dinner then.
If that. We may have to
Okay.
hold off on that for another episode.
Okay. So he won't take his bag.
He won't take his bag.
There you go.
So, what are the rest of you doing as you are woken up by the message of not to go topside unless you want to become a skeleton?
I know that Ash went back inside to kind of be slightly lazy, but pretty shortly after she sends that message, she gathers everyone up, gets dressed, and heads to the kitchen to start eating.
So I have to ask, did Tarshara put Luna between her and Rose, or did she sleep right next to Rose?
Luna's kind of laying on you.
Aw. Well, I mean, having, a Doberman sized
Cat on you.
On me. I mean, I guess she's more like maybe like, British bulldog size, maybe. I don't know.
No, she's about Doberman size.
Okay, I have no idea how long it takes for a freaking displacer beast to grow up. I mean, it's like,
Why mine's at home.
I mean,
It's like kind of like normal cats. By the time they're one, they're already fully grown.
yeah, there's an actual ecology for them. I just keep forgetting to look it up. Like there's like legit ecology on like how they were made and whatnot and how they proliferated. So alrighty, so Rose was gonna make a move on Tarashara, but if Luna is just like laying on top of her, she's basically just gonna like pet Luna. And she's gonna while she's petting Luna again, she's still gonna try and she's gonna keep trying until she makes contact with the Feywild outside of normal means.
And like you kind of look like the anime kid trying to throw like kamehamehas and stuff, just doing the Naruto hand
exactly
signs.
how I look.
And it's just like, to you know what you're doing. To anyone else out, it just looks like
Weeb.
All of a sudden, Rose just starts running down the halls of the ship with her arms flailing behind her.
Little do you know, that's how she actually runs. Yeah, so she's gonna do that. And like every so often, if Tarashara is like asleep, Rose will probably run her fingers through her hair or pet her, and then she may pinch her butt once in a while, just to see if like she has any reaction from any of that.
I imagine she wakes up from that. Doesn't really know what to do with it now, so that's about as much reaction as you get out of it. So okay, that happened. But when she sees you doing whatever you're trying to do, she'll ask, "Is everything all right?"
Yes. Don't mind me. I'm just practicing.
Don't mind me. I binge watched Crunchyroll last night.
There's way better stuff to watch than Crunchyroll, dude. The only time I have to binge Crunchyroll is when I don't feel like looking for dubs. It's like I know they're there and I just have to deal with commercials.
You uncultured swine.
Oh.
Unless you have a subscription and you don't get the commercials.
I'm not giving Crunchyroll my money.
Or
It has all of One Piece. I'm having Crunchyroll. Goddammit.
or you're just a cultured person and use an ad blocker.
Also that.
Yeah, she just tells her that she's I'm just practicing.
Well, when you're done, would you like to go get breakfast?
Well, I guess I can go eat. I don't think I'm gonna make any progress today. And she begrudgingly lifts Luna. Yeah.
Okay. And Luna kind of just like groans and tries to playfully dead weight.
Oh my goodness.
But you're able to like get her off. She just like thuds onto the bed next to you.
Yeah, I imagine like a struggle between like front paws and tentacles. trying to like, no, I'm not ready to wake up, mommy.
And then as soon as you move her and she's on the bed, she just falls right back to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, so she'll get up, and if Tarashara doesn't get out of the bed before Rose does, Rose will just climb over her, and Rose is naked because she sleeps naked.
Alrighty.
It's her room, her rules.
Yeah. Yeah.
She doesn't have any of Ash's clothes to steal right now.
I know, God.
This is true.
It's been a very long time since Rose has been deep diving into like Ash's closet.
Ash now has a closet on the boat, so just
To be
saying.
fair, it's been a while since you've actually been in Fellock, so
True.
On the way to breakfast, Char probably stops by her room to grab her change of clothes because she can't be seeing the same clothes for 2 days in a row. No, not acceptable.
only commoners do that.
Only commoners do that.
But yeah, otherwise she will continue on to breakfast.
Yeah, Rose is just wearing lounge gear.
Okay. What about Callistra?
Callista will wake up and question why are we going fast enough to do this again?
Are you asking the ship this?
Yes, I'm going. Don't you have some sort of protective thing that prevents that from happening?
Yes, but I lowered that in order to catch a sudden gust of ethereal energy. I know how important it is for you all to get to the vault, as it holds many and important items. So, since I knew none of you were up top, I decided to chance it.
What about all those poor bugs that were in the tree?
Oh, the tree is fine.
Planar travel hurts my brain.
Well, if you go up top, it'll hurt more.
No, that's fine. I will trust when the ship tells me not to do something.
That's normally a good thing.
Most ships don't tell you how to function, but that's another problem.
Most ships aren't
Anyways.
alive. Most ships don't have a dryad as their navigator.
Yeah, this is also true. And Closter will kind of take the roundabout grand tour of the ship. Just I'm going to breakfast, but I'll get there when I'm damn well ready for it.
Okay. So you're up and about, and you're gonna go to breakfast, but at your own pace.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Crowden, I saw this.
What I do?
No, you did this, and normally that's like you're thinking about doing something.
Oh.
Don't do it.
No. Maybe. I don't know. I'll wait.
Okay. Well, you are all at breakfast, getting in at your own pace.
Oh, I was gonna do something. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes. So I want to check on my baby mimic.
Where did you store the baby mimic?
I was in my room with some food.
Okay.
You no longer know which piece of furniture it is.
I know, is the mimic.
You could have sworn you left the mimic in here.
Can I use? Will my eyeglass actually know what a mimic is? Is it possible?
It's
to
not
see?
it's not an illusion.
It's not an illusion. No,
Oh, okay.
they have the ability to shape change. Now, if you had something like fairy fire or something, that would stop it because they are shape changers.
I don't have fairy fire. Can you speak with it? Is it an animal or is it an abomination?
It's an abomination.
Yeah,
Okay.
though mimics do understand language, and once they get old enough and they grow wise enough, they can communicate.
Mm.
I mean, there are mimics that are civilizations, they're cities, and
Damn.
Just wait for random people to
no,
walk in
they
and get
no,
eaten up.
they coexist with the people living technically on them and in them. And instead of like going out and like trying to trap random villagers and whatnot, it feeds off the waste of the humans, or it protects them if they're like people who are trying to invade. Well, those invading forces are fast food, so they coexist with one another.
Which is freaking awesome. I don't know. Can I throw like a piece of food on the floor? Will it take it?
I don't know. You gonna throw a piece of food on the floor and see if it
Yeah,
takes it?
I do it. That's what I'm
It's
gonna
not
do.
a bad idea.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably hungry.
So you throw a piece of food on the floor. You see no movement anywhere. There's now
Okay.
just a piece of food on the floor.
Okay.
That's unsettling.
It's very unsettling. Now it's like, is it in the room or is it somewhere else?
The next time you go to have relations with your husband, you both get eaten.
Oh, that'd be weird. No, that'd be something I could do on the list. Anyway,
Inside a mimic. Check.
check. Well, I don't want to shoot up the place because that's just, even though that's probably fair of what she'd do, but she's like worried. She's like, okay, can I just do like a really good investigation? I guess. Can I search for this thing? Can I touch things? Move things?
You can touch things,
Okay,
but like it's gonna take some time to investigate your entire room.
that's fine. I could definitely do that.
Okay. Give me one investigation roll.
Okay. I guess I could do that. I guess I can do that. All right. Yeah, that'll be a 30.
You can't find it.
Fuck.
30. Can't find it.
There's a fucking mimic loose on the ship, and no one knows about it but Tickles. I am not okay with this.
If it tries to
so
eat somebody around
bad.
me, I will attack it.
Oh dear God.
Okay.
Tickles, your
first thing
your mind starts to race. There have been times you've left your bedroom door open.
There has been times I've done that.
Did it get out?
I'm sure it will. Savara, have you noticed a mimic around here?
Oh, so bad.
A mimic?
Yeah, I had a baby mimic. It was in my room, and it's probably escaped.
Can't say that I have.
You can keep an eye on that. That'd be great. And then I relay that to the whole group.
Sorry, you brought a what on the
There's
ship?
a what?
Well, I thought you guys knew that I had a baby mimic.
You left a baby mimic alone on the ship unattended?
What is?
Yes.
Oh, what? It's loose.
Well, it's not considered loose. It's just hiding.
Pickles.
It's loose.
There's children on board.
They're fine.
We can find it if we really need to.
Have a way of doing so.
Yes.
Well,
Oh, you want us to? Oh, okay.
I love
So
how
Ah.
I love how Kalisha's like, I'm not letting that be rhetoric.
Yeah.
Io will get up from the breakfast table and cast Locate Creature.
Does locate creature allow you to locate monstrosities?
Yes.
Okay.
So describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. I assume this is familiar to me because it was in my inventory for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Can you bring it up on the little thing so I could read it?
Sense the direction of the creature's location as long as the creature is within 1,000 feet of me.
So you cast that, and the creature is within 20 feet of you.
I
It's in the
will keep
galley.
walking closer. I imagine locate creatures like a radar. Basically, you keep getting closer and getting that ping until.
Yeah, because
You're,
it's
like,
a
right on top
concentration,
of
so you would be able to keep it up.
So I will keep walking closer and closer until I am like right in front of what I assume is the mimic.
And you get to like a small tray where the silverware is like being held, and you're certain it's one of the forks.
with the fork.
I'm gonna poke every fork until one of them pokes back.
That's a good idea.
Okay, so you poke around and then one of them just sticks to your finger as you kind of like pick it up.
Hold
It's
up
like
the
it's like
finger with
it's got the pseudopodability, but it's not really big enough to hurt you at the moment.
holding up the finger with the fork mimic on it, and then over the marble network. We found it.
And as like you pick it up,
Ooh.
it kind of forms into like just this gelatinous blob and just splats on the counter.
Put it in a container or
As
something that it can't
like
escape.
slowly
Yeah,
starts to
put
move
it in a
away.
box.
Like it just slowly starts to roll on the countertop.
Just put it in a
Cup my
box.
hands over it, and then like scoop it up, and then hold it in my clasped hands until Tickles shows up to collect.
Somebody
her pet.
find a jar to put that in.
You guys are being so mean to my mimic.
I have a box from earlier. We can put it in the box.
Good idea.
Does the
Hurry
box
up!
have a
It's
hole in it?
trying really hard to
No.
eat me.
Who decided it was a good idea to bring a mimic on the ship?
Apparently, Tickles.
We didn't
What?
know it was a mimic at first. It was just a gooey cloth in my bag, and then when we pulled it out and looked at it, it turned out to be a mimic.
Oh, so you found it. But it
Yeah, we
wasn't
don't
moving.
remember where though. So
I actually
it's,
don't.
it's Tickles' problem now.
I mean, that's fair.
Just put it in a container so we can keep track of it.
Can we not lose it anymore? Can you close your door? Although it would probably slip under the door.
I mean, I usually close my doors. Unless it's the kids. I think the kids let it out.
Oh yeah, blame the children because they're not here to defend themselves.
I'm gonna go into the kitchen and look around for any like jar or anything.
Yeah, there's like a mason jar that can fit in.
I was gonna say, put it
pull
in a
the-
clear mason jar. That way
pull
we
the
can
top
watch
off.
it.
Dump out whatever was in it, put the mimic in it, and put the top back on, and give it
Okay.
to Tickles.
And mimic and Tickles, when you're given the jar, there is now a jar with a single egg inside of it.
An egg?
An egg.
An egg. Oh, we know what to do with eggs. Here, give it back.
No.
No. No.
We do not.
Yes, do that to the mimic. Do it to the mimic. See what
Oh my
happens.
god.
Age the mimic a year.
Age the mimic. Please don't. For the love of God. You know what? That's a great idea. Wheels go turn in my head.
Nope,
Okay.
nope, 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 nope.
All right, so I get my mimic and put a piece of meat in there. Like, here you go. Who's a good Charlie?
And
Who's a
it-
good Charlie?
The meat just kind of folds into the egg.
He's learning. He has learned to sustain nutrients. I am a god. Anyway.
Ages the mimic, and it turns out to be the primordial god of hunger.
Please.
No,
That's what
no
we
more, no more.
I am now a mom of abominations. I'm just kidding.
Tickles,
finally got my
mother of
wish.
abominations.
Don't talk about your kids that way.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, one day they will go save your ass.
I mean, your kids are Cambians, for all intent and purpose,
No, they're
Rose,
tiefling.
Rose is a tiefling. I've thought Piper was demonic, not infernal.
He's an outsider, so it still technically counts as a tiefling.
Weird rules.
Cambions are only when two outsiders get together.
Well, I'm an outsider. I'm just kidding.
The rules get a little fucky when the parents don't actually reside within the abyss or the hells.
Yeah.
All right. And so I'll put the mimic in my room with food, and I'm gonna go find Sven. If he's even on the ship.
You never saw Sven get on the ship.
I thought he did.
No.
Sven was with Xavier.
That asshole.
Yeah, he was with Xavier on the battlefield, and then we never saw him after the battlefield.
I could have sworn
No,
that
he
got on the boat.
he turned into that like goo-like guy,
Yeah,
and he got
turned
on the
into-
boat. But
He turned
that's
into
right,
like, you know.
yeah.
but nobody has seen him since you landed at Tortiga.
Oh, it means he's on Tortiga making like tortilla chips out of the people on the island.
You know what? That's okay. I will let him have his vacation.
Now,
That is perfectly fine.
Tortiga has actual all-you-can-eat buffets. If Sven was going to be happy anywhere and not cause problems, that might be one of the few places where it could happen.
Look, so maybe a couple cheaters from the casino just wind up missing. Nobody actually, is gonna, think twice about that.
You know,
I
that,
mean, he
live
could
on that-
help on the hunting island.
Yeah.
that's fine. That's a good happy ending for him. All right, never mind.
His job is
Move
now
on.
to clean up the hunting island, make sure there's nothing left behind.
Yep. That's all. Back to food.
Okay. So everyone, after the fiasco with the mimic and learning that there's now a baby mimic on the ship, everything calms down a bit. You have your food and you're now seated at one of the larger tables in the galley.
I remember, did Dust get on the ship with us too?
Dust is around there somewhere.
Dust is anywhere she wants to be, apparently.
Now, the best part is, did anyone actually figure out the ship makes better food now, or is everyone just assuming it? They're getting the bad stuff.
We just had breakfast, so I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
top quality. It's like there was a breakfast buffet waiting for you all.
Ship went with the new default.
I can finally have
Breakfast buffet.
stuffed waffles. It'll be so good.
It does sound good.
Yeah, it does.
Waffles with like cream
cheese filling.
bananas, strawberry syrup, all that stuff. Oh God.
It's all right.
Oh.
Don't need to be hungry at this hour.
I'm sorry. I love you. Feel my hunger. Anyway, yeah. That's what she's having.
Okay. There is definitely a waffle bar available if you want it.
Waffle.
So, as you are now only a day away from your destination, now would be the time to prepare and plan for what you're going to do once you get there. There is anything anyone needs to do, or if there is any conversations, now is the time.
What are we gonna do when we get down there?
Also, who actually is this collector guy?
It's
A valid question.
Oh,
like an undead thing.
Null kind of like takes a seat and pops up next to Keo. You're going to see the
No.
collector.
Yes.
He's a good friend of mine. Nice guy.
Why
Little-
am I not surprised?
Little possessive on his, possessions. But not evil.
Is that going to be a problem? We're going there to take some of his possessions.
Oh, then yes, that is going to be a problem. He is again very secure in his methods.
Well,
Is he somebody that can be bargained with?
we're going to
yeah.
take back something he stole.
He's always good at bargaining and trading. He's not somebody who will just up and just demand something. He'll offer you things for
But I-
things.
Feel like if
I
we
mean-
tell him what we want, he's gonna want something like amazing in return, and anything we offer him is probably not going to work out.
Well, is what you want something amazing?
I
You
want
know-
what he stole.
I mean, it in a way, yes. At least what it does is pretty big. Yeah.
And I would be careful with accusing him of stealing anything. That is going to set him off.
He's a big baby.
He took his slimy tendrils into the city of Brass and took something that was not his that he lost fair and square.
And that's strange. He has no access to the city of Brass. He's kind of locked on this plane.
Well, then I'll have to have a conversation with my friend. But he took something that was for auction, and he lost the auction. And apparently, he didn't take. He didn't have enough money for an answer.
That doesn't sound like him. Normally, he's a rather sporting gentleman at auctions. I mean, normally, if somebody beat him in a bid, he would converse with them and see if they could come to a deal.
Because he sounds like a big baby right now.
Plus, he's a peeping Tom.
Yeah. He spies on us. He's probably watching us right now.
He collects information as well. I mean, that's a very hot commodity at these times.
Yeah, but he's like watching. Like always.
I mean, if you were locked in a vault for your life, wouldn't you?
No, I was locked up and I didn't.
But you didn't have the power to.
Well, no,
He
but that
does.
just sounds invading.
I mean, is that not kind of what Tartar was doing?
I
She
was not watching. I was reading.
That's also weird, but yeah, she's not.
I mean,
wrong.
don't you scry on people?
Oh yes, all the time.
That's the same thing he does. It just comes with surround sound, and he can constantly do it.
Do you think we could scry on him?
Maybe.
She starts pulling out her crystal ball.
Can we at least wait until after breakfast, please?
Okay.
So you're saying he would be potentially open to trade for these items that we need from him?
He's always open for trades as long as you have something that piques his interest. Don't
Well,
offer
I
him
guess-
gold because he doesn't need that.
Yeah,
would
his
he
stuff piques
feel-
his interest.
Random things. He's not really picky, I guess. It's just if something catches his eye, then he wants it.
What about
This could be animals.
relics?
This could be people. It could be relics. Be dragons or worms. Piece of string. Just all depends on what he's feeling like that day.
He just sounds like a baby that's a ticking time bomb with his tantrums.
He doesn't have tantrums.
Oh, it sounds like how he acted earlier. It sounds like he's got a tantrum when he's supposed to be a gentleman.
Like I said, that does not sound like him. The collector I know doesn't steal.
But the collector you know is from a different timeline.
Oh no,
That's
the
also
collector
true.
that I know is the collector that's out there. Both he and I are technically eternal.
So we can't kill him.
I didn't say that. I said we are eternal, not forever.
So if it comes down to it, we could potentially fight him and beat him.
You probably have as much chance of successfully standing up on the top deck right now. But yeah, it's worth a shot.
Hey, we killed a lich. Okay.
There are more
I think we
powerful
got
things out there
this.
than liches.
Yeah, Lich is kind of schoolyard if you think about it.
Well,
So it might be
Go ahead.
might be best to look at our inventories and see what we might have to trade.
How secure are his vaults?
Oh, you're gonna try to steal from the vault?
I'm
Good luck with that.
I'm not I'm not taking that off the table, but that's not why I asked.
It would be impressive if you can even get a lockpick in any of those vaults.
So if an item that I'd be willing to trade, but I never wanted to be back out in the world again, were to be traded into his vaults, you would consider it excessively safe?
His vault is one of the most secure places on this plane of his existence. No one has ever stolen anything from him.
Yes, we don't think we ever mentioned when we looked inside of the vault. There were traps everywhere.
Oh, he does enjoy his traps.
I have a spell that can help us detect those as we get close to them.
We think it might just light up all the walls and the ceiling and the floor and probably a lot of the items as well.
So it could be
Well,
blinding. Okay.
The thing is, we have one of the items that we want from him is a relic destroyer, but I would be equally happy with trading the relics we want destroyed into a place where they'll never see the light of day again.
That
if
is
it gets
unless
us
he
closer to our goals.
trades those items to someone else for something else.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like, and this is probably just I'm jaded from past experiences, would want something so extravagant that we don't have, no matter what we offer him. But at the same time, what would we have to offer him?
We will not know, though, until we ask.
We do have something unique and extravagant that he may be interested in. And Kyo kind of side eyes Ash and does a subtle nod to the top deck.
Oh, yeah.
There's
I'll try it once though.
Null is. You say he's not an evil person.
I wouldn't call him evil. I wouldn't call him good either.
Would he?
I mean, he
do
collects
things
people.
Collects people?
Mhm.
What? Why
Is
does
that
he
a
collect
problem?
people?
I mean, yeah, why does he collect people?
Figures of, well,
Why
no,
do you?
keeps them in a state of suspended animation. Some of them are even statues.
That is just a waste.
Why?
Why do you collect people, Kyo? Do you collect people?
We do not, but we employ people.
Don't you also eat them?
Insight check.
I mean, you've met who she's talking
Yeah,
about, the
the
Oh,
elf,
that's
coin
true.
elf.
the coin
That's
elf,
true.
yeah,
That's true. Okay,
the
yeah.
one that Ash wanted to free.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we may have some things to
Well,
offer.
We have an entire city of people in a jar over there.
Oh, that's true.
It is true, yes.
And as long as they were
Why would you trade them?
as long as they were allowed to live their lives, I don't see any harm in them.
You said he collects people?
They would be safe in his vault as long as he's not the kind to mess with them.
I don't think trading people should be our first go-to.
How would you
I
like to
think
have a
trading people
society?
is not a good idea in the first place.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
there's
try
no
this
telling
up
what you could
upstairs.
do with those people.
We do agree with Kaldros, though. I mean, we are technically collecting those people ourselves. It would be no different if they were sitting there living their lives in our vault or in his vault.
Our vault is distinctly more dangerous to them from what I'm hearing.
But we haven't even looked to see if there's a way to get them out of there.
I love how the paladin is doing something immoral.
I'm sorry. How do you consider this immoral?
Perfectly fine to me.
You're giving people away to another person,
Absolutely
or rather, a creature.
nothing changes for them.
That's true.
Why
I
are
see
they
how
in
that's-
this little bubble?
As long as they are not messed with, nothing changes for them.
They're already messed
But
with.
you
They're in a
can't-
bubble.
You can't guarantee they're not going to be messed with, and we haven't tried to get them out of their bubble.
You're not supposed to get them out of the bubble, by the way. That is their society.
Yes.
That is their life. That is their existence.
This was fine.
That if that dome were to break, the people inside would die.
Okay, so we don't offer
that
them
solves
up
that.
front. We won't offer them up front. We'll go down the list. We're just putting it on the table just in case.
I'm willing to offer him the relics, the remaining relics of the Brotherhood, which I have the Wyvern Blade and the Chimera Blade in my bag of holding. Ash has the Wolf Blade. I don't know. I'm not speaking for her if she's willing to trade that.
My wolf blade's gone.
Yeah, I thought we left them with the
Yeah,
blacksmith.
we left them at the forge.
Did we leave them with him?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
However,
I don't remember that.
I have that fucking backbiter blade still. I am happy to give him that. So that's one option.
I need our on the ball lore nerds to confirm whether or not we actually left those back with, because I thought we had them because we were.
Nope.
The whole point was we were going to destroy them.
Yeah, you
So-
have found a way to destroy them.
He was going to try to either fix them or do something with them, but we left them with him, as far as I remember.
For like safekeeping.
Yeah.
So that
But it sounds like we may have some options. Just in case.
I mean, I'm not saying we have to have them on us in order to trade them to him. We can always say that we'll go get them and bring them back.
He
Still a
might
valid
believe
option,
us.
but
He might think that we'll trick him and that we won't be good on our word.
well, he won't give us his items until we give him ours. That's how trades
True.
usually work.
Well, you said he's underground. That's a lot of work going back. But wonder if he could just come with us and pick it up. That might be easier.
I mean, scrying on him might get his attention to open up negotiations before we even get there.
You said he was, and I. Closer looks at, what's his name?
No.
No. You said he's trapped in the vault? Locked in the vault?
Oh no, he just doesn't want to leave.
Oh, he can leave if he chooses, he just doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Well,
Why?
yeah. I mean, if he leaves, that's less security. He has individuals that, well, let's say work for him to go out and acquire items that he himself cannot obtain.
Yeah, like Gerald.
Oh, the butler.
Yeah.
Yes, Gerald, I guess.
Well, we can't leave empty-handed. We need this item. So regardless of what he wants, we have to find some sort of common ground or negotiation, or end up trying to fight for it as a last resort.
All right. Well, first we need to know what we want from him. We don't need the relic destroyer anymore.
No, but we
do
need the key.
Really, really want it though.
I think
do
we,
need the key though that he has.
and if we end
Yeah.
up giving up a city of people, we should get quite an item for it. More than
Is
one,
that
most
the
likely.
only thing that we need?
as far
Does
as
the
I know,
need the
we
key?
just need the key. We do need the key in order to close the shadow roads. To my knowledge, that is all we need. There was a couple other things we technically needed, but they kind of solved themselves over time. So, as far as I can remember, that's all we need.
And I'm no expert, but and Russ, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're going to open negotiations with someone to obtain an item, later stealing it is usually a bad idea. So if we choose
Yes.
negotiation, it's probably really bad to go back and try and steal it. So it's going to be either negotiation or fight.
We could also negotiate just to use it.
That's not totally crazy.
We don't need to keep the key. We just need to use it.
But the key to the front door, it's mine. It was given to me, and it was won from him fair and square.
The key to the Shadow Roads.
I don't need the key to the shadow roads.
Wait, you have a key to the shadow roads?
Sure, it gets back to its proper owner.
You are so low.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
I said I'll make sure it gets back to its proper owner. There's no owner to the key to the shadow roads. It's
Well, no, but I mean, the key that you have.
gets into his vault.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't care what happens to the key afterwards. We don't have to keep it. I'm totally fine with that. I'm just letting you know that we just need to use it to do what we need to do, to kill the Shara bitch, and then we're hunky dory.
Well, what I was proposing in that moment was that we just negotiate with him to use the key to return it, because that might be less of a bargain.
Well, the first and foremost bargain we're trying to make is to obtain the item that was taken.
So I am going there.
Why do we care about the stolen item?
It's a favor for a friend,
Oh, okay.
which is why I told you that I was going, and if you wanted to come, you're more than welcome to join me.
Right.
Do we know anything about this item?
Yes and no.
Yes, you know. No, you're not going to tell us.
He asked me if you knew anything about the item. Yes and no.
Do we know enough to know what we might have to bargain for to get it?
With the collector, no. But again, if it was truly stolen, sorry, no offense, Null, but I trust my friend more than I would trust the collector. Stolen goods are non-negotiable. Especially the person who he stole it from can cause a lot of problems. So it needs to go to the person who rightfully purchased it, and the person who's trying to get it from the collector is worse than the collector having it.
Okay, so we need to negotiate for 2 items. Do we need to negotiate for anything else?
If we can manage it, Kia wants the artifact destroyer, apparently.
Okay, Kyo, is it okay if that's like 3rd on our list?
We are willing to negotiate for that with just our own personal belongings. It does not have to be something that the group sacrifices for.
I only say that because, no offense, we really need that the first 2.
The
for
other
world.
things sound like they take priority.
Yeah.
Why do you need that again, Keo?
Yeah, I was just wondering.
We have goals in mind.
Like,
Destroying something that somebody has that we feel they do not deserve.
like,
powerful weapon.
Well, I got that if it's like, like a relic
That's usually
destroyer or
why
whatnot.
you would use an artifact destroyer to destroy something powerful.
Right.
Yes,
It's just, what is it?
a weapon.
No, I know that. I meant who has it and what's the weapon?
And you-
Somebody.
Maybe she doesn't
Theo.
want to. Maybe she doesn't want to tell you all.
Well, she's being all like secretive, and I don't.
I believe that somebody is entitled to their secrets.
I know, but Keo, why are you being so weird? Sure.
Because we cannot predict your reaction.
It's someone we know, isn't it?
We feel like we have said too much already.
It is someone we know. Okay, who else has a very powerful item?
Every single one of us.
Yeah.
Most people you know.
Yes.
Like
I think
Rose-
the better question was, who do you know who doesn't have
Yeah,
something?
right.
Yeah, like Rose is just sitting in her chair, like rolling her eyes, and she's just like she's just pouring herself shots from her decanter. She's just like, it's gonna be one of those mornings, kids. And she offers a shot to Tara Shara because she's sitting next to her.
She will drink it with this conversation. So I'm pretty sure Char knows exactly what Keo's talking about, but she's not opening her mouth on this subject either.
Rose pretty much has an idea what Keo's talking about too, but Rose isn't saying it.
If it
Who
puts
knows
you
zone
at
of truth?
ease, if it puts you at ease, it is none
Yo.
of you.
Not gonna lie, I did already eliminate us, so that's reassuring. Okay, we'll have to talk about this later. But
No, we're talking it now. Who is it?
I think we're done talking about it now.
Oh,
yeah, so it sounds like we know what we need to do. It's just a matter of getting to him without dying. And then we go save the world a second time.
So, what exactly is the approach? Are we breaking in or are we knocking on the front door?
I would prefer diplomacy for a change.
I mean, I would like to just knock on the front door, but I feel like getting to the front door won't be that easy.
We have several unique items just lying about that we aren't using, that we don't need, that may pique his interest. And if that can benefit what we need to do, I suggest that we do it. And if he's going to not be diplomatic, then we'll have to find another way.
I'm hoping he can be diplomatic.
This seems like a reasonable approach.
I don't see a reason why we need to be sneaky. Not to mention, even if we chose to be sneaky, he would know.
Besides, he might be watching right now for all I know.
Well, I mean, Tickle could probably find out if he's watching. He does have a spyglass.
why is it always me?
Because you have the spyglass.
You're the one with the true sight item.
Rose has true sight.
No, she has
No.
she has devil sight.
She has devil sight.
Now,
What's
I
the
can
difference?
cast True Sight, but I'm not casting it.
Devil sight lets you see through darkness.
Yeah,
Oh.
and magical darkness. True sight lets you see the truth, like
Oh.
literally.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll look through it.
It doesn't. It's like it's not even any effort compared to.
So
everyone else.
you look through it, and yeah,
has expended
sure
spell.
enough, tucked away in the corner is that that floating red eye, with the smaller red eyes floating around it.
I shoot the corner.
Shoot the corner. Nothing happens.
He's there.
See,
You
so
would-
it doesn't
you
even
would-
matter.
Know by now. You would know by now that you can't shoot a scrying orc.
Well, maybe you'll spook a bit like, ah.
Ah,
I mean,
that's what all.
You
That's
could
all. What
maybe
that's all.
dispel
That's what
it.
all death tyrants say. Ah,
I
Yeah.
don't know. Sometimes they'll say, "What you doing in my waters?"
I mean, you could maybe dispel it, but I
You, he's watching right now.
Yes.
yeah. Well, that was no big surprise. We know he's watching us.
Right over there.
Yeah, right over there.
Caldos will look that direction and say, Mr. Collector, we would like to open negotiations with you over some of your items. We also have a friend here who would like to know about an item that you have allegedly recently acquired.
You know, he can't talk back right now, right?
If he can hold a constant scry, I'm sure he's capable of finding a way to talk to us.
And there's no response.
Okay. Blink 1 for yes, blink 2 for no.
Oh God.
So there's no response. Like so Rose puts like her feet up on the table, and she crosses her legs and takes a shot, and she pulls out her reading rainbow book, and she opens it up, and you all see Rose open up what looks like a book, but it looks more like a pamphlet with a hard cover, because it doesn't really have a lot of thickness to it. And she opens it up, and she starts writing in it, and what she writes is basically we're coming to the front door. How much resistance are you going to give us? Should we expect lethality? And then she closes the book and she sends it to the collector.
Okay. You feel the message has been received.
Alrighty.
And the book begins to rumble a little bit.
She opens it up.
And there's a message from there.
What to say?
I haven't decided yet.
And she closes the book and puts it away. He's being fickle.
She was acting like a child. Just from what I'm hearing.
No, she didn't tell you what she wrote in the book. She just wrote it. She just wrote in the book and just said, you know, when the book did a thing, she's like, he's being fickle.
Oh, I know. She's just like, yeah, see, he's not gonna do anything straightforward. He's gonna make this difficult for us.
Well, at this point, there's no real point in planning anything because he's watching and we don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, we're going to have to plan at some point, and he'll probably be watching either way.
In the morning, I can create a space for us to plan that he can't watch in.
I think with that, we are going to go ahead and take our first break of the night, as we kind of ran long on this one. So yeah, we need to stand up, stretch our legs, all that fun stuff, get something to drink, and we will be right back. And we are back.
with waffles somewhere in there.
Oh, that sounds so good.
God, I want waffles. I now want
This is
waffles,
all
thanks.
Groudon's fault.
All Groudon's fault.
I don't mind this at all because I'm a pancake person.
I mean, pancakes are good too.
Pancakes
Yep,
are better
I
than
mean,
waffles.
I
Well,
like
okay.
No, you're wrong
Yeah.
there. I'm sorry.
I like
Pancakes
both.
don't have syrup pockets. That's all I have to say.
They
Pretty
don't.
much, yeah.
No, they just absorb the syrup into them if you make them right.
And they become a paste.
And then they're all mushy.
Well, then you're
and you
doing
made
it
them
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah, thank
You
you.
just leave them there forever. You don't do
Yeah.
that. You got to eat it right then and there.
Yeah,
Why-
see,
yeah.
that's my problem though, because I'm a very slow eater. I take like 1 to 2 hours
That's your
per
problem.
meal,
I
even
like-
if it's a small meal.
I
Waffles
like
get
a
soggy
nut-
too, though.
A nice
Not if
crisp,
you make them right.
a nice crisp waffle, and then like a ton of sausage and bacon and like
Scrambled eggs.
No, sunny side up eggs. I have to have the yolk. I have to have the
Oh, I
runny yolk.
can't. It's a texture thing for me. I can't do it.
No, the thing is, if I don't want yolk on my waffles, but I'll have yolk with my hash browns.
Oh no,
You're
you
all
have
bunch of
them on
yolks.
you have them on a separate plate, so you could put them in with your hash browns.
See, I am a pancake person all the way. Always pancakes, except for one restaurant here that makes a really good Belgian waffle.
And then you either put Tapatio or Tabasco sauce on the eggs.
Why would you ruin perfectly good eggs that way? I'll do anything to my eggs.
I put ketchup in my eggs.
Why?
No, that's actually really good.
No.
It's weird, but
really
you like
good.
what you like, right?
Yeah.
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 And if you go to Denny's, you're gonna get ketchup in your eggs anyway.
Anyway,
I mean,
Yeah.
true.
So see, it
well,
works out.
if you go to Denny's, you need the ketchup in your eggs. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
She
Not
went
the
to
fluffiest.
Denny's. Oh,
Eggs are perfection, so I don't know why you'd put anything in them.
Because you can just add on to perfection.
I
No,
weird.
that just ruins them.
Anyway, I think I'm going to Denny's this weekend.
Oh, I want to go to
You're all
IHOP
welcome.
now. We're all going to IHOP.
I
Yeah,
don't have any
Well,
restaurants
no.
around me.
when TwitchCon comes around,
You people out in Freedom Land are going to IHOP.
when TwitchCon comes around again, we're all going to IHOP.
okay.
It's hey,
Yeah, which
you
will probably be
guys,
next
you
year.
guys need to petition harder. You're the land of maple syrup, and you don't have IHOP. You tell me why that shit
Well,
is the way it is.
We do have IHOP. It's just not very common.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again,
It ain't
Yeah,
out
but
where I am.
Denny's.
you know,
That's
like,
because you can
Like-
get like waffles or pancakes at pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
So, now that we've had our breakfast discussions,
I'm hungry
And we're all hungry.
now.
I'm sending Cassie a message right now telling her we are going to IHOP.
we have pancake mix, don't we? Yes,
So-
we do.
uh-oh, someone's having pancakes.
Yeah, midnight
Oh,
pancakes.
yeah.
Yay! I got
Huckleberries on
mail.
there. Anyway,
This stream is brought to you by the letter P for pancakes and W for waffles.
Mm.
Anyway,
together you get a password.
so after you've had your breakfast and your sit down discussion on your what you wanted to do or plan to how you were planning to approach the vaults, and you found out that the collector has been still watching you this entire time.
Perv.
Asshole.
Does anybody have anything that they need to do to prepare, or do they want to prepare anything?
I'm presuming Mac didn't come to breakfast.
No.
I'm gonna go to his room.
Okay.
Who is it?
There's no answer.
Severa is my guest in his room.
He has not been on the ship since last night.
Alrighty. I am gonna use my second sending for today. And it's gonna be in Infernal. Um Tell me the truth. Did the collector really, and really is capitalized, steal the throne? Or are you fucking with me?
You feel the message has been received, but there is no response.
I'm gonna use my last sending for the day.
Okay.
And it's to him again, and it's in Infernal. If I find out you lied to me when I get the throne, I'm gonna burn it where it stands.
Again, the message was received, but there's no response.
Alrighty. She can't do anything else with the book. Well, I mean, she could, but I mean, she's not gonna. Did I get my 2 points of wisdom back? It's been a long rest.
Yeah. After a long rest, you get the 2 points of wisdom back.
Oh, thank goodness. But I'm not gonna burn 2 points of wisdom for a Vizier check right now, because we're not gonna have. Will we have another long rest before?
Yeah. It pretty much you have this day, and then you arrive at the exact location where the vault is at.
Alrighty. She's gonna go to her room, and oh god, I can't believe I'm doing this. Yes, I know, I do believe I'm doing this because this is exactly what she would do because she's pissed off. So now that she's gotten back her 2 points of wisdom, she's going to because there's going to be a day of rest. She's going to sack those 2 points of wisdom again, and she's going to ask was the throne of Malorsic actually stolen by the collector?
Not stolen, obtained.
Not stolen, obtained.
You get the sense that he didn't steal it. He has it, but he didn't steal it.
Now she's really, really, really mad. Like she's cursing in Infernal in her room. And she's just like, I'm just gonna fucking burn it. She's and she actually God, what the hell is her name? Crap, I have to look it up. I always forget her name.
Savara?
No, the Oni.
Hildy.
Hildy, yes. Is Hildy on the ship or does she stay on the island?
Nope, Hildy's on the ship and she is down in the exercise room lifting weights.
Alrighty. Is Hildy gonna come with us into the vault?
If you want her to. She's always on the ship and she's always raring to go, but she will not invite herself.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go find Hildy.
Okay. And like I said, she's down in like the part of the ship where you guys have the training mats and the weights and everything set up, and she's just there lifting weights.
She's just like on a bench doing curls, looks over, she's like, sup? Haley darling, I need you to do me a favor.
And what is that?
We're going to meet someone who's a procurer of goods, and there's something that he procured, and I'm going to find a way, come hell or high water, to get it back. but just so I can have it smashed to pieces. And I would like you, when I do procure it, which would probably be in the vault, so you would have to come with us, is to take the mace I loaned you and just pretend it's something that you truly detest.
So a little destruction of personal property.
Yeah. Believe me, it'll deserve it.
I can do that, but why with the mace that you gave me when my mole can reduce it to rubble in half the time?
It's poetic justice.
I'm not one for poetics, but okay. I will use the small mace instead of the big mace.
Thank you. I do want to let you know, you can say no. The vault that we're going into is riddled with traps and danger and possibly death, as it's run by something that likes to pretend it's a death tyrant. And
Threaten me with a good time.
alrighty.
I mean, I set out that entire lich fight waiting for one of you to call on me. And then Tickles decided to be a glory hog with her gun.
Well, I mean, you know.
So I've got a bit of frustration to work out to myself.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's going to be lots of things that we're going to be able to relieve frustration with down there. I don't think it's going to be as easy as I would hope to get to where the treasure vault is.
I'm hoping that it's not easy. I have a lots of frustration to work out. I haven't had many skulls to crack since I escaped from Tharia.
Well, I don't know what's waiting for us in the vault, but I'm pretty sure if there aren't enough when we make our way back into the Fae, there'll be plenty of skulls for you to crack. And she's just gonna thank her, and she's just going to just still under her breath, cursing an infernal, just head back to her room.
Okay.
She's just gonna be in a huff.
So,
You okay there, Fox?
I'm just throwing dice all over my desk, and it's really loud.
Oh, I saw your eyes go up and your desk started to shake. I thought you had an earthquake.
Nope, just hard plastic on a glass surface.
Oh, fun.
don't roll metal dice on a glass desk.
I keep those ones tucked away, never to be used until I'm on my other desk. Especially the Goliath metal ones.
Oh, geez, yeah. So when Rose walked out of the commons area there, Calross will turn to Noel, having not given up on the possibility of diplomacy. Noel, you said the collector is a friend.
Yes.
Would you be willing to make formal introductions?
No. I am forbidden
Can't help us.
Forbidden in interfering. I'm merely here as a advisor.
All right.
Hands are tied, rules are set. You understand. Only to watch.
I do. I was hoping this wouldn't qualify as interfering, but
making introductions to friends, changing outcomes of injuries, anything like that, I can't get my hands dirty.
Do you have a list?
Oh, there's a list. Very extensive list.
Tempted to ask for it.
Should place it on the wall. What not to ask?
Yeah. Yeah. Things Noel can't do.
What
Oh,
he
it's-
can do. Give it
That's a much smaller
contradicts
page.
this.
That's one
It's
page.
pretty much just tung 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 and just like this huge list of everything he can't do, and what he can do just says everything else.
You're a dick. I love you. Well,
We're all
okay
sitting
then.
there reading the list and going, now, hypothetically, would this fall under this or this?
So does anybody have anything that they want to do before we get there?
Yes.
I can think of.
Rose is angrily trying to access the Shadowfell.
You're doing all your weeb hand signals and it's not really working.
Was hoping high emotional states would have an effect. Hey, I'll never know if I don't ask, right?
That
There
is
is no
true.
anger, only the force.
I mean, she
Filthy Jedi.
Jedi. Damn.
I mean,
That's how you-
I'm right there.
God.
Yeah, that's how you really feel.
Ash is going to find Rose later in the day.
Rose is going to be popular today because I'm going to find her in the evening.
Oh God.
Oh, jeez. Gonna do the one.
So Ash is probably going to check her room first, which she probably is by the afternoon at least. And she's going to knock on the door.
And do you know Infernal?
You?
You hear a very angry sounding response in a language you don't know.
Rose, was that you?
What?
Are you busy?
Not really.
You sound stressed.
I am very stressed, darling. You have no idea.
Okay, I feel like this is a bad time. Because I can tell from your attitude that you're just not all here mentally. Maybe physically, from that angry guttural noise I heard earlier.
Like
Sounded like a curse.
Rose will open the door. It's just Infernal.
Oh. Actually curious. Does comprehend languages also know like it's spoken language too,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
okay.
Comprehend. Yeah.
Infernal is a language.
I just couldn't remember if it was reading only or if it was like reading and speaking. So,
No.
yeah.
So if you want to be the total face, you need comprehend languages and tongues. Comprehend languages lets you be able to understand and read and write whatever another language is. However, if you want to tell them whatever that is in their language,
There you go, in
need
tongues. Yep, there we go. Yeah, you look flustered. I don't think this is a good time. But we should talk soon.
Well, we're about to spend Lord knows how long underground trying to negotiate with an Eternal. So if it's something that you think is important, you might as well get it over with.
Okay, well, it's short. But I just wanted you to know that ever since what happened back with Vincent, I was upset, but not in the way you thought. You weren't there, so you didn't know, but still, I was. Um, Basically, I was just. So, do you remember how we first met?
Yes, I snuck into your room and spent the night in your closet watching you.
Was that
No.
how we met? No, I'm pretty
That
sure
was
that's
the
not
first
how we
time
first met.
Rose met Ash, but Ash didn't meet Rose that day.
No, I think you're confusing it with. No, when we were, with Zale and Lily and everyone, and you had the goal to find the crown, remember?
Oh, yeah, well, I try to block out the pinky days.
Okay. Well, you were a different person then. You were very to yourself and didn't really care for others. And your number one goal was to find the crown. And it was very important to you. And so when the artifacts fell and you just scooped them up and ran, I was terrified that you were back on that one track mind of. I don't want to use the term selfish because that makes it sound like I'm being mean, but I mean, you're just
What would have been selfish?
back to your old ways, I guess, would be the better way to put it. But then you told us what happened and everything, which I was really happy and thankful for. And and I get why you did it. I just really wish you told us first, because my first thought, which was terrible, I should not have gotten to this place at first, but my first thought went to a dark place where you just kind of reverted back to your old self and just was thinking of yourself and just trying to get that for you. I'm sure on some level pained you to give up the crown, but I'm happy you did the right thing, and I just wish you told us first. Is all.
Well, I initially wasn't going to try and take the artifacts because I wasn't sure what was going to happen to them once Vincent died. But since they were there, I took them away because I wanted to make sure that they won't be compromised. Uh,
Yes, I do understand that. I just
But
from your past, I thought that and was angry to see you just kind of bamfed out of there without just saying anything to the group. And so I just kind of thought the worst. But
I would have thought the worst too. I'm not going to fault you for that, but I there are times where I'm not going to sit and debate about the moralities or the justifications of why we should do the things we do when certain things need to be done. And let's be honest, when we all sit around trying to figure out what to do, we tend to dilly dally. And it was not a time for that.
you're not wrong. I just wish you said something before you left, but I understand why you did what you did. I think I feel just a little hurt that we were excluded, was all.
Well, I mean, that's a little bit pot calling kettle, don't you think? I mean, there's been plenty of times where I've tried and reached out and exposed myself to emotions that are very uncomfortable and have gotten no reciprocation. So,
Are you talking about when I locked myself in the bathroom?
a time? But I mean, it just seems a little odd that you would bring this up now when honestly I'm not really acting too much different than I've been acting for a very long time now.
Oh, I know, and that's why I thought the worst at first, because I know how obsessed you were with that crown.
Oh, well, there's obsession and then there's practicality. I don't usually like to fall in the line of practicality, but to be honest, there's only one safe place those things can be, in there at that place right now. And
Right.
that's just to make sure that not only myself, but people I care about are safe. I am not going to take the time to debate whether or not what I'm doing is the right thing when I'm trying to make sure that people I care for aren't hurt.
Just felt like something as important as those artifacts could have at least just been mentioned. Hey, I have an idea, and then bam. I probably would have been better even if you just said that left. But the point is,
I didn't have an idea. I was going to basically chuck them to the opposite ends of the multiverse. The problem is they don't work that way.
which is good to know for the future, if there ever is. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to just kind of tell you that was weighing on my mind, that I apologize for thinking that way. And I just wanted you to know that for a moment, I felt a little betrayed, only because, again, I thought you were wanting the crown for yourself when it should have been destroyed or banished, which you did anyway. So I just wanted to apologize for thinking that.
Don't apologize.
But I did.
I am not a good person, Ashton.
Yes, you are. You have your moments, but who doesn't?
Not in the sense that you define good and evil. I will do things now and most assuredly in the future that you most likely will not like or care that I took a part in. But that's who I am. Just like I don't judge or ask any of you to do anything that is against what you would do or be who you are. I mean, hell. I mean, if that was the case, you think I would still be adventuring with tickles?
That's true. I mean, I don't know the details, of course. Some of the details, all the details of what you've done, but that makes you you. I can't hate you for that.
Well, that makes me feel somewhat comforted. I just wish there were times where you would allow me to be more in your life than you do now. I understand your situation, and that is not anything that I plan to try and change or have any delusions that can be changed. But I thought that at least when you were hurting and there was no one around that you could call your family, at least you would let me be of some comfort to you. And you didn't. And that hurt me very much.
I apologize for that.
I don't want you to apologize for that.
Well, no, but I hurt your feelings, and I don't ever want any of my friends to have their feelings hurt over what I've done. And I know we've had this conversation before, and you know that you are like family to me, and who knows what would have happened if Turok wasn't in my life.
I know what would happen if Turok was not in your life.
Oh, really?
Well, I have it on good authority, and at least on one occasion.
So I was there from the books. I remember what Tarashara said.
Yes. So, like I said, that is something that I have come to terms with, and that's fine. But like I said, if I can't even be there for you as a friend when you're at your worst, then am I really family to you?
You are, and I think it's just years of habit of just being by myself in that castle. Especially, I always went to my mother when I was not feeling well or feeling down. And then when she left, my father and brother were always gone doing business, training, whatever. So it was always just me. And I think I've just got comfortable trying to be by myself when things were bad. So I don't mean to push people out or go to people for comfort. I think it's just habit. I know that's a terrible excuse, but that's the best way I can put it. It's just habit. I've always done it for so long that it's just what I know.
And I understand. But I was hoping that despite my other emotions for you, you would at least know that, or at least come to me if there was something you needed help with. I didn't want to give you any advice. I just wanted to be there for you, even if you just wanted to scream and cry and yell. But I mean, that's no longer here or there. But it's
That's not
something.
necessarily true. You can always
How-
go to my friends for comfort. I just gotta learn to go to my friends for comfort.
Well,
Makes you feel any better. Half the time, I do the same thing I've done to you guys to Turok. That makes you feel any better.
probably why he said what he said.
But it's wanted to let you know that I do care, and I apologize for not being a better friend.
Well, thank you. And again, you don't have to apologize. It's not something that I worry about. If I didn't want to have anything to do with you, believe me, you would know.
Yeah, I've seen you do that before to people in the past. I remember clearly. And Ash is gonna go ahead and just give her a big hug and just kind of hold her in a hug for a few seconds. Nice long hug.
Oh God. I'm trying to think. It's like one of her. She hugs you back, but you can tell there's trepidation. I was gonna say hesitation, but there's no hesitation. There's trepidation. Like there's something bugging her. Like but she's not obviously saying everything that needs to be said. And the only reason why I say it that way is because I'm 2 wisdom points down. So
You're literally not all here right now.
yeah, like she's like her focus is a little off center.
Yep.
So
Ash doesn't know that.
yeah, she's not 100% in the moment. Like if you were to make
Right.
an insight check, like Rose is there, but she's not there. Like she's obviously in her head somewhere else.
Which Ash would probably put 2 and 2 together just from like your attitude at the beginning. She's like, she's got stuff on her mind. So after the hug, she'll just give you a smile and she'll walk back to her cabin. Yeah.
And Rose is just gonna close the door to her room, and she's just gonna plop a pillow on the floor, and she's gonna grab Kieran and Luna, and she's just gonna can I'm pretty sure she can Savara like I don't want an illusory effect, but you know how you had like as a little kid you had those little astroglaves. It's basically like a light bulb with
the little rotating globes of the stars and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she wants to like she would ask Savara if she can do something like that.
And she does. Like a little globe kind of pops up on the nightstand and starts illuminating the room with a little spiral of stars.
Yeah, and Rose is just gonna she's legitimately trying to calm down, but she's not in a good headspace right now. She does not like being lied to in the manner she was lied to. She expects to be lied to, but not in the way she was by certain people. So she's highly upset.
Did anyone else have anything they needed to take care of?
Yes.
Okay.
Kyo is going to stay at the table after breakfast. And she is going to call out for Dust.
And as you call out for her, it's like right as you finish her name, she kind of just appears behind you. Yes, mother.
We wish to speak with you.
Shall I sit?
Yes.
And she walks around you and takes a seat across from you.
And Rex is still there as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Still eating.
We have been thinking about how we treated you when you first appeared. And this is very difficult for us. We would like to apologize.
It is okay. It's understandable.
It is not understandable. Well, it is, but you did not have the information required to understand it.
I do now.
We still wish to explain for someone else's sake as well.
She nods.
We do not doubt your ability to separate us from the one we have been joined with. It was not right for us to get so defensive with you when you did not have the appropriate information. If we are separated, we would not be two souls as we once were. We would be two separate halves of a single soul. The things that we have experienced have destroyed our other halves. And when the prospect of being separated once again was presented, we only responded with anger. And that was not right. So we do apologize to you.
It was also a part of a fault on my behalf as well, as I simply assumed that you would want to be separated from it.
There was a time where we did, but we have come to understand that this would not be wise. So we should probably also explain, Rex, that we are two made into one. And she's going to summon her fire spirit about 15 feet away so I don't catch anyone on fire. This is our other half.
He just gives a soft smile and kind of waves to the fire spirit.
gives him a big yawn and kind of wanders over and sits down right next to his plate.
And he just reaches over and just starts petting it.
Oh, good. You are not on fire.
I'm sort of resistant to fire.
That is a very good thing to have around us.
A blessing from my patron.
Who is your patron, if we may ask?
Think up here she's called Coatil.
We are unfamiliar with this one.
I think Rose is her name. I think she follows her too.
We were curious about her patron as well, but we did not find the right time to ask.
That's just my guess, though, seeing with the way she acts and how some of the people around the beach were acting with her. I assume she follows Coatil, or she's some sort of celebrity. I'm not sure.
We are not entirely sure either, to be honest. But if she does follow the same god, then at least there is commonality.
Yeah, most of my people follow her in one way or another.
We have never met your people before. You knew where we were from the moment you saw us, but where do your people reside?
Under the ocean. On the floor.
That is not overly specific, but
There's not really a specific location where we all reside at once. There are multiple, much like up here, there are multiple townships or villages or whatever you want to call it down there. There's one central capital for our people. That's off a little bit higher in the Wyvern's Crossing.
is that where you are from, or do you come from elsewhere?
No, I come from a small village near Tortiga.
We would like to visit one day.
I can definitely provide you passage down there.
We were feeling some tensions while everyone was here having breakfast.
Things were definitely a bit tense, especially for a bunch of people who just got off vacation.
Yes. Well, it was more tense than the usual impending death type of tense that this group has. Perhaps when you have some time, you could introduce yourself.
You know, that's probably a good idea since I'm on the ship.
Yes, there are many people on this ship that we have not been introduced to, but we are kind of too afraid to ask.
See, I'm the other way around. I usually let people approach me, and I just figure they're not interested if they don't say anything.
The people of this group are often very busy with many different things at once, so it may benefit them if you were to take the initiative. And we don't mean to make things more awkward than perhaps they already are, but when we asked if you could join us, Ash was very reluctant to say yes. So perhaps introduce yourself to her first.
Which one is Ash?
The one with the scales.
Oh,
Dragon lady.
Yeah, I can do that. Should I do
Will
that
be
before or after you guys go do this collector thing?
probably before.
I got you. I'll do it as soon as I'm done eating.
That would be helpful. We will be in our room if you need us.
Oh, speaking of rooms, I meant to tell you, I got my room. The ship said
Oh.
I can make it any way I wanted to. So I made it look like my room back in Tortiga.
Is there sand?
I mean, I can have sand put in there if you want. Most hotel rooms don't have sand, but yeah, I can get some sand in there.
It feels nice to walk on.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Well, perhaps later this evening we will have to have a tour. She gets up and gives him a smile and walks off to her room.
And Dust, completely lost in the conversation, kind of just wanders off. It's about half hour later, Ash, there's a very heavy knock on your door.
Who is it?
It's Rex.
Oh, this guy.
Keo said I should introduce myself because you were hesitant to let me on the ship.
Okay, hold on. I'm not decent. She's gonna just sit there for a while. She's closed. She's decent. She doesn't sit there. All right. Yes.
Can I come in?
Yeah. Let me open up the door. Open up the door.
You open the door and he's just standing there.
Hi.
Yeah, sorry if I've made everything a bit awkward around here. I know I'm just some stranger that Keo brought on. But
Yeah.
I'm not really here to looking to sabotage anything or get in the way or kill you while you sleep.
See, I don't know that.
Of course you don't. I'm just some random shark on your boat.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is, let me just make it clear, is nothing against like your people or Keo's personal business or anything like that. It's just,
no. I totally get. I'm a stranger.
Yeah.
And from judging from what Keo has said and how everybody acted this morning, you have a lot of people trying to kill you.
Yeah, that's been going on for a little over 2 years now, ish. Yeah.
So you being suspicious of me would totally make sense.
Yeah, not to mention we've had plenty of people betray us or be with us and they ended up being just complete huge douches.
Oh, again, totally get it. I worked at a resort. I know those types.
Yeah, speaking of which, I need to talk to a certain dwarf back at my place, but that's another time. Yeah, so again, it's just you're stranger. I'm probably a little bit more on edge because of all the crap recently, not to mention my family's on board, so I'm super extra protective.
You're just being the mama shark right now. I get it.
Yeah.
You don't have.
I would love to visit your people because I like have a little gateway that I would love to visit your people.
I can show you around.
That would be great after we get to know each other.
Yeah. But just so you know, I follow Coateal. Can't really murder people. You know, that kind of goes against our rules. Murder is not really something she likes. Yeah.
Okay.
Really? Are you
mean,
sure?
I believe it. I just know people follow her that have not out of, in cold blood or anything.
Look,
just
in any religion, there's bad apples. There's
yeah.
gonna be somebody who decides to do a little bit of murdering here and there.
Oh, let me tell you about a paladin order I know.
But with me, I'm not the murdering sort. I like a fair fight. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you all while we're looking at each other and we both got our weapons in hand.
I mean, I do believe that. Yeah. I apologize for my behavior, but as we discussed just a few seconds ago, that there's a legitimate reason why.
Completely justified. I take no offense.
Good. I again apologize, and I will do my best to get to know you. We just have a lot of stuff on our mind.
Like I said, I'll be around, hanging out on the ship. If you need anything, need help with anything, let me know.
I would like to pick your brain sometime, if it's not, stepping over any boundaries or anything with you.
No, I don't.
Or too personal.
I don't have many boundaries.
Okay, because I would like to pick your brain at some point about. I am genuinely curious on how a shark folk and a gnoll.
Just like anyone else.
Yeah, but I want details.
Ah.
I write stories.
Well, I can give you details.
Awesome.
I mean, you probably haven't met a lot of my people, so.
No, actually, you're technically this is the second encounter I've had with your people. It's been a very long time since the first one, which makes me sad because I have my little ticket to get to your place to show that we're friendly. We just haven't had the chance to go there.
Well, when you have a free moment, I would be more than happy to educate you in my people's ways and how we with people.
That would be lovely. Thank you. And thank you for coming by. I appreciate that.
Kyo said I should, icebreaker, I
Aw.
guess.
Oh, I'll have to tell her that I appreciate that. Well, if you see us, okay, I feel like we need to say this going forward because I notice we do this a lot to new people. If you see us just staring at
The
each other
network,
or in
yeah.
the abyss,
Kyo told
okay.
me. Kyo
She
told me, yeah.
Okay. I swear we're not brain dead or we're thinking way too hard that steam comes out of our ears. We're literally talking to each other.
Kyo let me know. I was getting worried because she was talking to all of you back on the dock and she was just staring off into space and I was getting a little worried that something had happened.
Yeah, no, that's normal. That's normal for all of us. Okay, good. Okay, good.
All
okay.
right.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
I'm gonna go back to my room. I'm apparently supposed to give a tour later.
Oh, okay. Well, you have fun. Don't go topside yet.
Oh yeah, skeleton. I know all that.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
And he just wanders on off.
I get to learn how a gnoll and a shark have sex. Score!
I've got some sketches for you.
Yeah!
The question is for you, do you know how many penises a shark has?
2.
Depends on
Correct.
the type of shark.
That is also true.
That's also true, yeah. Some snakes are the same as well.
As the creator of the race, I know exactly how many.
And Ash will get those details.
Now the question is, are they prehensile?
Oh jeez. Now we're getting scientific up in here.
It's kind of like George Washington in that comedy song. It's just 37 goddamn dicks.
So he's a fucking echidna.
Cassie comes into the room.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut that conversation off real quick.
Are they like
there's
Krogans?
one other thing that Kyo is going to do before the tour is she is going to plant those seeds that she got from Bimmies in the planters in her room.
Okay.
Oh no.
How many seeds are you planting?
I I don't think I had a set number for how many planters I had in the room.
Like
so-
there's a like everything that isn't like your boxes or your pile of blankets you call a bed, it's pretty much planters.
Okay, so I'm gonna plant the whole bag that I've got then, because I don't know how long these things take. So the creepy marionettes can care for them while we're away if they need to.
Okay. You're muted, Azarin.
Muted. Really?
Yeah, there you go. You're good now.
I was gonna say this is the last we heard of Keo. As he plants a room full of Audrey 2s.
Right. All right. So unless there is anything else for today that anybody needs to do to prepare,
Shara will go to Rose's room and knock on the door.
okay.
I don't know if Tashara knows Umbral, but you hear you basically hear like like a loud language you don't know, because Rose is just like what the, because like no one bugs me this much when we're on what is going on. So she doesn't even like talk to the door. She just opens it up, and she just, because she's not like I'm down 2 wisdom points, so she just opens the door and she just says what loudly in Umbral, and then she sees it's Tashara, and then she's just like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's been a day.
It's a bad time. I can come back later.
Well, we're not gonna have too much time for anything once we get to the collector's vault, so we might as well get it over and done with."
That was my concern. She is going to, probably a little on the awkward side, as she's never done this before, but she's going to, well, she's kind of done something similar. She's going to give you the vigilant blessing, but instead of the usual like tap you on the shoulder and give you a blessing, she just leans in and kisses Rose.
That was unexpected.
I mean that's doesn't say you can't do that. I bless you with a kiss.
Yeah.
Now I have to ask: do you kiss her on the cheek, or you kiss her like on the lips? Because this will dictate like how she responds in return.
The lips, because she decides she doesn't know if they're going to survive me and the collector.
Alrighty, so then
Fuck it, we'll deal with the awkwardness later.
yeah, we'll do this later. So well, and then Rose is gonna lean in, and she's gonna grab Tashara by the waist, and she's gonna start pulling her into the room.
You will not meet any resistance.
All right, so then
Hello.
then it's gonna be a fade to black moment with Rose and Tarashara.
Yep.
And that is not where babies come from, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know. Do you know them? I don't know. Are you an expert on the mating habits of Fae?
Absolutely, I am.
Maybe they're like beholders and they reproduce by dreams.
Wait, that's actually
Well, that's
how
where
beholders
we
reproduce?
That's how beholders reproduce.
They're Fae, so I wouldn't put it past them.
Well, that's okay. I don't dream anyway.
I don't.
Yeah.
dream-
So pretty much the way that a beholder reproduces is it sleeps, and if it has a dream, that dream manifests into another beholder.
But has a wet dream come to life?
You don't want to meet that beholder.
that is
Beholders are dreamt into existence. How
Yep.
does that make you feel?
He's like, hey.
And the
That's
thing
the
is,
beholder.
once the beholder is dreamt into existence, that beholder pretty much gets the hell out, because they are solitary beings who hate one another.
yeah. They hate each other.
Run!
I remember the part about beholders hating each
So-
other. I just
So
didn't.
my question is, what is the age of beholder? Is it like just
Whatever
right
they
there?
want to be.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
Really?
they're
Age is in the
they're
eye of
abo-
the beholder.
they're
no.
abominations. So it's
Yeah,
like,
they're not. Yeah, they're abominations. They're not really natural. So
Okay.
like they don't reproduce to keep their numbers up or anything. It's just something that randomly happens when they dream. And sometimes they come out as, not fully formed, and you get the little green
Little baby
ones,
ones?
the little baby ones that float around and spit raspberries at you. Yeah, so there are different types of beholders, but that's how a beholder is pretty much born, is it's dreamt into existence.
Well then.
Well, hello.
So, unless anybody has anything else, we can move to the next morning.
Okay.
And there is very loud ping that keeps going off around 6 o'clock in the morning.
bloody hell.
And Savara reaches out to all of you. Sorry for the early wake up call, dears, but we are here.
Oh,
Hey, I'm good, but I think everyone else needs a few more hours.
We don't have a few more hours. I have been directed to drop off my cargo and leave the area or be shot down.
By who?
I'm guessing the one who calls himself the Collector.
That's just rude. I hate this guy.
fucking Romulan. Like literally, like this. Like isn't that like every encounter with the Romulans?
Look, it's your fault that you're going. You've crossed into the neutral zone in a Federation ship. That's your mistake.
Got a point.
I mean, we tried hailing frequencies earlier.
yeah.
Yeah, like a Romulan is gonna answer a hailing frequency.
I didn't say they would. I said we tried.
There's a lot of things we tried. Did it work out? No.
No.
So Keo is gonna try and slip out of the room without waking up Rex.
Oh, Rex is already up.
So much
Too
for that,
bad.
Keo. Good job.
Not unless you misty step out.
Oh.
I don't have that spell.
Damn
Tree stride.
it. Tree stride. Through the floorboards. It's
Are
all
you?
just-
I was gonna say, are you really
Yeah.
gonna tree stride a walk of shame?
Oh, there's no shame. Keo doesn't know shame.
Shame.
This is true.
Shame. Shame.
I like shame.
In that case, she's just gonna motion for him to stay in bed as she gets up and goes out to wherever we're all gathering.
Rose gets up and she'll, if Tashara is not up, Rose will wake her up after, fawning over her a little bit. But when she gets ready for the day, she's gonna make sure that she finds Hildy.
Oh, Hildy's already topside.
Oh, okay, wasn't sure.
But by the time the first person comes up to the top deck, they find Hildy there,
Yeah.
already
well, I mean,
geared and ready to go.
Yeah, well, Rose promised Hildy she'd get to crack some skulls, so she wanted to make sure she kept the promise.
Yeah, she's just full on. She's got her leather armor on. She's got war paint, not war paint, but her arms up to her forearm are just painted completely black, and then she's got these intricate runes that go up and around her neck up into the bottom of her eye sockets.
That's a look. I'm impressed and slightly scared.
Gar will have to run back to her room to get her armor and things.
Rose will just, very impishly smile as Tashar, heads off to her room to get her actual armor stuff on.
Okay.
with the idea in mind of who we are about to, whose realm we are about to go into, I'm going to remove items of value that are not particularly of use.
I was going to say, make sure that you take only the things that you want to take.
Yeah, because there's things I don't want to get lost.
Yep.
Or stolen or whatever. No more goose situations.
Oh God, no, not the goose, not the goose.
Oh, dude, if I could weaponize the goose against the collector, I so fucking would.
Who says the collector isn't the goose?
Don't put that
The
thought in my
goose is
head.
employed by the collector.
Oh
The
God.
goose is an avatar of the collector.
Oh dear God, no.
Honk.
No more honkenings.
So we finally kill some people. Our creatures. Ow. We're good.
So, as you all say your goodbyes, suit up, gear up, make your way topside. A couple rope ladders descend from the side of the deck to allow you to lower yourselves down. And as soon as the ladders come down, Hildy's just right down, not even waiting for a signal from anyone else, just raring to go.
Ash will climb down.
You will follow as well.
Same thing with Rose.
Yep. Callistra's tallying down that ladder.
Alright. Kadros will say his goodbyes to Fira, and he's going to hand her the two items that he would have done this in their room, by the way. But
If these are the items that you went to Delore for, they are not ready yet.
no.
Okay.
No. I have a miniature palace and a miniature throne that were in my bag of holding that are not going to be in my bag of holding while I'm in this guy's
Probably a good idea.
place. And he's just going to ask her to hold on to them and keep them safe and to keep herself safe. And then he'll leave and go down the road.
Okay. And as soon as the final person touches down onto the sands of the desert, the rope ladders ascend back onto the ship, and the Sister Carnage takes off for a safer airspace. And you find yourselves standing close to the mountains, or the edge of the mountain range, where Delore is nestled inside. And Rose, you begin to feel yourself being pulled in a certain direction. The key almost telling you where to go.
Alrighty, she's gonna take out the key and just basically like divining rod towards like the hole it wants to fit into.
And it pulls you a bit to the side of like a stone, and then pulls you straight down into or towards the sand. And as you dust away part of the sand, you see a very small keyhole.
She's gonna dust any like debris or whatever away from it, and she's just gonna put the key in the hole and turn the key.
Right, as you turn the key, there's just a large very loud, audible crack as the mountain, or like a part of the mountain in front of you, seemingly splits in half and just opens up. And behind it is a very large and beautiful golden doorway with a set of red iron doors that seem to display a very familiar scene that you've come across once before when you were back at the library, of these dragons battling twisted eldritch looking abominations.
Is that door closed?
That door is closed.
Does the key react to that door?
The key does react to that door.
Alrighty. Is it pointing me towards the keyhole, or
Like once you get closer to the door, you can obviously see a small keyhole in a part of the door.
alrighty? I'm same as before. I'm gonna try and open the door with the key.
And as soon as you turn the key, the doors just swing open. And there's just a rush of like hot air coming up from a large tunnel that seems to descend down deeper into the earth. Though there is a very finely carved stone staircase leading you down this tunnel.
Is there any sort of like, messages or anything on an archway,
No,
ominous messages, anything like that? Just clean stairway leading down.
just a clean stairway, and you can see like on either side of the wall, there are multiple torch sconces.
Alrighty. Well, shall we?
Let's get this over with.
Rose is gonna wait until everyone is in, and then she's gonna pull the key and step through the doorway herself.
Yep. And as soon as you're through the landing, clear of the doors, they shut behind you, and you can hear the rumble of the mountain once again closing in front of the doors.
We were never heard from again.
And as soon as that happens, all the torches along the wall come to life with a bright blue flame. And this tunnel looks like it goes down at least a mile.
Can I try a disbelieve?
Can you try what?
I don't know if it's like, I want to see if this is like an illusory stairwell.
Oh, like a fey trick or something?
Yeah, like you said, it looks like it goes down a mile, and I'm just like, well, I mean, if I actively try and disbelieve an illusion, if there's one there, even if I don't know it's there, I
Go
should at least
ahead
get a check
and
for it.
give me an intelligence check.
All right. Ugh. Not. Check. Yep, that's a straight up 5.
You try to disbelieve, but nothing seems to come undone. It's the same staircase that you've been staring at.
All right. Well, we're not gonna get anywhere staying here.
Who wishes to take the lead?
Could be up front.
Oh, yes, I need marching order. This is important.
How like narrow?
It's wide. If you guys wanted to walk
okay.
shoulder to shoulder, you would still have plenty of room on both sides.
I will search for traps while we're going down.
Well, before you search for traps, I need to know the marching order.
Ash will be in the front.
Oh,
Can we 2x2 it?
You could 2x2 it, or you can have everyone walk down shoulder to shoulder down these stair steps.
I'll be next to Ash.
It's rather large.
That way, if something hits us, at least Ash can try to take the brunt of it.
Okay.
Caldos will, because Tickles needs to be up front for the
Yep.
trap finding. So Caldross will be right behind Tickles, ready to step out in front of her.
Yep.
Protect if needed.
And
Shields at the ready.
Hildy's standing next to Ash.
Callisto will probably be back of the bus on this one.
Okay.
Theo will be beside Caldross with her fire spirit summoned.
Okay.
Wait, right now we have Tickles next to Ash and Hildy next to Ash.
Yep. So there,
So
you're
we can
walking
do three
three
across?
You can do everyone across
Oh,
if you wanted to.
okay.
It's a huge stair. This is definitely
I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
It's very gaudy. It's pretty much definitely one of those things that somebody's built to brag about how much power or influence that they have.
Sure, it'd be
Overcompensating.
towards the middle of the pack, wherever that would be.
So I'm almost picturing like a wedge formation with Tickles at the front and
So the way that
Ash on one side and Caldross on the other.
well, the way that I see it is Hildy is on one side, then it's Ash, then it's Tickles, and Caldross is a little bit behind Tickles.
If we can be all across, then Caldross is right next to Tickles
Okay.
because that's better for protecting if need be.
Keo, are you going to go in the front, or are you going to want to stay like in the middle?
I think in that case, Keo will be right behind Tickles.
Okay. And Tashara, do you want to be middle of the pack?
Yep.
Okay. What about Rose and Callistra?
Callistra is going to try to be somewhere near the back because she is mostly an archer.
So are you hanging a bit back? Are you giving yourself a bit of space between you and the other group?
I will put myself between anything that might be hostile and Rose.
Okay, and Rose, where are you going to be at? You're muted.
In the far back.
She'd probably be like maybe like 10 feet behind the body of the party.
Okay. And Callister, you're in front of Rose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you say the staircase winds down in front of us, or is it a straight
No,
shot
it just
down?
goes straight down. Like you can, like as you descend down, you can just see clearly. It's
Okay.
very well lit.
In that case, when you're ready, I'd like to cast a spell.
Okay.
I would like to cast Find Traps. See if anything pings.
Within line of sight.
Line of sight for 120 feet.
Okay. So within 120 feet, there are no traps.
Okay.
So for at least the next 120 feet from where you are standing, you are fine.
Does it move with you?
It's a single use. You pop it off, and then you have to pop it off again later.
Yeah. It's kind of like, it's like echolocation
Yeah.
for traps.
Caldross is going to cast Aid. Choose up to 3. How many people do we have in the party right now?
More than 3.
I
Got
know.
8
5,
8
6,
people total.
8 total.
With
Yeah.
Hildy.
Yeah. 8 counting Hildy.
Okay, he's going to cast it twice to get everybody but Ash and himself and
Okay.
Hildy. Wait, 7?
That's
Hildy.
aid.
Yeah. Hildy doesn't need it. He doesn't think. Hold on. Oh, okay. So if he doesn't include himself or Hildy, then that should give aid to everyone. So everybody gets 5 hit points added to their hit point maximum. And that lasts for 8 hours.
Thank you.
And as you begin your descent down into, or down this mile-long staircase into the vault of the collector, that is where we are going to leave off for the week.
Here we go.
So, next
Make it
week,
crazy.
next week officially starts the descent down into the vault.
Oh, for better or for worse.
Yeah, for better
Yeah.
or for worse.
It's our own descent into madness.
We're all a little
I
mad
think we
here.
were there already.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think that ship
be
done set sail.
this group has been to hell, like has been through hell and back, and they still come back for more. I think the
Not by
sanity.
choice.
I think the sanity train has already left the station.
Yeah. It's definitely not by choice. It's by necessity, unfortunately.
Hey, Rosen, can you do me a favor? Because I need a ruling on a playtest spell that is on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah, if it's a playtest spell, I'll look it over and
Yeah, that's why I want to. That's why.
Yeah.
It's not UA, like it's they're officially asking, like, hey, try this out, see if it doesn't break your game.
It most likely will.
I mean, it has, like, the standard playtest text, yada yada. It's a 4th level spell called Raluthim's Psychic Lance.
All right, I'll take a look at it off stream and see what it is. Just shoot me the link and I'll take a look at it.
All right, cool. Yeah,
Yep.
if it's a no, that's fine. It's a playtest spell. I just wanted to see if it's something I can use instead of a different spell.
Gotcha. All right, so that is going to do it for us tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is not the only show that we do this. I almost said do this week. Do during the week. The bot's dead at the moment.
Bot is dead.
Yeah, it
But
is.
the bot is being bad.
I've got some
on
words for the bot.
Yeah.
Monday nights right now, we have No Way Out, but we are getting close to the end of our little mini dumb Knoll pup adventure.
Yeah, you're about 2.5-3 days of travel away from the end of the adventure.
So depending on
4 or 5
how
episodes.
depending on how bad we roll, that can end next week or a month from now.
3 years from now.
Yeah.
But that is on Monday nights at 7:30 Pacific time. Once we are done with that, we will be returning to our Mass Effect campaign, which I'm really looking forward to because I need to be a Krogan again and charge in and hit people with shotguns.
A Krogan dad, sir.
Yeah,
Get it right.
Krogan
That
dad.
is not
Space
that is
dad.
not how Krogans behave.
Space
How dare
dad.
you lump them all together?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I behave. And then on Tuesday nights, you have us here on Destiny Forge for our second campaign of a very, very long-running show. And then on Saturdays, we have alternating games. Coming up this week is Wayward Wanderers.
No, there's no We're Wanderers this Saturday because I'm a player down.
Gotcha.
Someone's on vacay. So
Ooh, should we try to do a makeup with a Royce game this week?
I'm going to breakfast.
Okay.
I'm going to IHOP.
Rojan's like,
Well, you can
Swap-
still do that.
No, I can't. No, I can't.
You have to choose to get up earlier, sir.
No one should have
You're
to
one
choose
to
to be
I
awake early.
choose to wake up on my own volition on a Saturday
Yeah, there's
and
a
go
strong,
get breakfast.
There's a strong possibilities my players can end chapter 3 in the next session, so I want everyone to be there.
Gotcha. Yeah, so Wayward Wanderers is our Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign that Azerin runs, and then on the other Saturday we have Withered Wastes, which is a 5th edition post-apocalyptic shenanigan fest at the moment, where people forcefully shove one another in regeneration pods and watch them melt.
I am so glad Snit was not in the room to see that happen.
Right. And then on the first Saturday of every month, we have a brand new show called Behold Lore, where we go into deep dives of the lore of the games that populate the world that we are slowly but surely creating with all of our adventures and mini campaigns and stories.
So we
But,
need to contact a guest.
We do need to contact a guest. I think we
Yeah.
also need to like fully decide on what the next topic is going to be.
We have
Played my
ideas. We
part.
just haven't
I
fully
put some
formed.
suggestions in there.
Yep, I did too.
But
Origin.
I'll send my suggestions. But yeah, so that is going to do it for us tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch you later.